Welcome back to Fable of Fenra, where it's me.
And me. We're taking over today,
We've taken
I suppose.
over the podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Nat 2.
Where's just the two of us?
Naturally, guess where we were at?
San Francisco!
We were in San Francisco for like a day and a half.
Yeah, and then Nevada!
Nevada, where the baby grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grew up as a I have a penchant for cowboys, if y'all don't know. Monica's very aware of this desire of mine to be in love with a cowboy, be a cowboy sweetheart.
Learn to rope and ride.
It sounded like you said learn to rub and ride.
Well, that might be involved in being a cowboy sweetheart.
But and then I took her to my hometown, which is literally a ranching community, and she was like, it makes sense. And I'm like, I hope not. Also, it's not really a thing for cowboys. I got a thing for like fake cowboys, you know, like freaking Pedro Pascal in the freaking Golden Ring, or that one movie where he played a cowboy named Whiskey, I think was his code name.
Of course, his name is freaking Whiskey.
And he was hot. Cowboys in like video games, they're hot. But if I were to meet like if a cowboy in real life were to try to like seduce me, I'd probably be like, because the reality of like, you know, being in love with a cowboy is living somewhere on a ranch, like in the middle of nowhere, and being like a farm wife. And I like that, but I don't.
Well, consider though, you're married to Pedro Pascal, the cowman.
The cowman.
The cowman. I don't know, dude. I think maybe I could get used to living on a farm.
Honestly,
and riding the horses. You got,
save a horse, ride a cowboy.
It's, like, you gotta think about it for real. Like, I feel like I could be coerced into, maybe I don't want to feel like that. I think that there are circumstances under which I would be like, I'm not like super naturally interested in this lifestyle, for example, being a cowboy, but if you are handsome and kind and love me,
well, then
who knows?
Yeah, honestly, handsome and kind and loves me.
In the event that was the thing, if you happen to be a cowboy, I might just learn to rope and ride.
Yeah, that's fair. You
Yeah.
know? Feel the love in the herd. What
are all these like sayings? Yeah, it was really pretty.
Yeah.
It was really big.
Yeah.
And
she's never been to the West Coast before.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm a West Coast baby.
She's a West Coast baby. I'm an East Coast baby. So we're gonna kill each other. And that's what this episode is gonna be about.
What's that one song? I am a goddamn motherfucking cowboy. My mama was a cow and my daddy was a boy. Half human, half cow, that's me, a cowboy. Hoot a lot of heat, a lot of life's a nightmare. I think that's how it goes.
Thank you for your performance.
You're welcome.
The moment you said, "What's that one song?" I hope you know that I was like, "In what one song could that be?" That song reminds me of when you see like memes of people and the description is like, this guy looks like if a woman and a man had a baby. It's like a very androgynous looking person. Always cracks me. I guess you've never seen this before. Seen such a thing.
I'm not.
People say it about if you know anything like Chris Fleming.
No,
Chris
that's
Fleming
an awful name.
Dang, bro.
Sorry.
Putting Chris Fleming on, I mean, phlegm.
Yeah,
I think
crisp phlegm.
it's like an elongated muskrat situation.
Crisp rat.
Chris Pratt. Yeah, Chris Fleming. I think that is it. I think it's Chris. Is like a androgynous cat. Really cat comedian. And I've heard people say that.
That looks
Chris
like
Fleming looks like a cross between a man and a woman. Yeah, it was great. We're back home, and I love cats, and I love spraying them with water. I love exploring the mountain majesty and the splendor and grandeur of the world. I love to be at home.
Yeah.
Probably more, if not, I'd just rather not go. I mean, like, I could, if I work myself up enough, I'll be like, oh yeah, heck yeah, man, going somewhere else sounds great. You know, leave all your life behind, and you're like you get like so much privacy because people are like, oh, they're somewhere. I don't want to like intrude with some home, you know, thoughts while they're elsewhere, thinking about elsewhere stuff.
Home thoughts?
You know.
Oh, you mean like your work and stuff?
Yeah, like, you know, like someone.
I thought you meant like the people at the place that you're visiting can tell that you're an outsider, and they're like, we're not going to bother them with like the political ongoings of this place.
I have never failed so badly at conveying information. That's
we're not gonna intrude on their time with our home thoughts about like the mayor and stuff.
Tell me about the mayor, dude. I want to know. No, like, you know, like your boss isn't, well, if your boss is cool, they're not going to be like, hey, I know you're on a vacation, but I have a question or something like that. Or like your friends, maybe they'll be like, hope you're having a great time, heart. But no one's going to be like, this, I don't know. Anyway, at least no one I know, thank God. And that's great. But the thing about it is that what I really want to do is, if I'm staying somewhere, is know everything about the place I'm staying and everything, where everything is and how it all works. And you can't possibly know that about the place you're going to. And so I'd rather not go, I think, really. Like, the moment I get on the plane there, I get this incredible anticipation where I'm just like, but I'm not going to know if the Fiji waters are reasonably priced or not. I mean, they're not going to be. You know, like, how much are they going to be? Or how do I, like, I go to a hotel room and there's a fridge that has Fiji water in it.
Right.
And that costs money.
Right.
How do they know? Are they have, like, a tally of Fiji waters?
Tell me you have autism without telling me you have autism.
What if I go to the store and buy a Fiji water and add it to the fridge? Just to freak him out, you know? Maybe what would you do, like, if you were a maid and you saw that? Anyway. The unknown is frightening. And at my house, if I went to the store and bought a Fiji water and put it in the fridge, you know what would happen? Nothing.
You're right.
I already paid for everything in that fridge that I bought.
You're right.
And I know the rules. And the place I'm going, I don't. So I can't relax, really.
Well,
that's what it is.
That's okay.
Other than that, it's lovely. San Francisco is lovely. If you live in San Francisco, you guys must not have any money at all. Like, for real, like, straight up, all those freaking dim sum places.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, look, I don't care if you're like Wolf of Wall Street, like, high-powered executive. I'm gonna go to the dim sum restaurant for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and empty my freaking wallet.
Yeah,
That's
all the like fun little tchotchke stores and whatever. And
yeah, all the little, like, you know, little enamel pins.
Yeah.
I don't have any more money to give you. I spent it all.
I spent it all.
I had like a weird muscle twitch in like my nose when I said that. I spent it all on tchotchkes.
I'll spend it all. On tchotchkes.
On tchotchkes. Baby, I spent it all.
Baby, please come back, baby. No. Who is this?
I'll buy you some more tchotchkes. You ever seen that word written down?
Yeah, I thought
we
today.
went to 3. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was on the brain?
Yeah.
How often do you see tchotchke?
Never. I'd never seen it written down until today.
Yeah,
and I literally read it. I was like, Tchotchke. Oh!
Yeah, the famous Russian composer.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what are we talking about?
We went to 3 different dim sum places that we didn't look up for real.
Yeah.
Like, I looked up, we were at Ocean Beach, which, by the way, someone's got to do something about that. Beach. And I looked up dumplings, thinking, okay, 1 place, 2 place. When I tell you on every freaking street corner you can get xiaolong bao, how do these people have any money?
Xiaolong bao, my
Xiaolong bao.
sweet love.
Yeah, we got dim sum, and then we got dim sum, and then we got dim sum, and then we left.
We got croissants and bacon.
Croissants and bacon, a nut loaf that you were not a fan of.
Yeah, it was very bad.
It was really good. And then I got some coffee.
Some?
I got many. Look, when in Rome.
When in Rome.
Dim sum and coffee.
And then we got, I was so sad. I got, it's so funny because if you scroll back on our Instagram, you can see exactly when this trip took place. Which is forever ago because this is not going to come out for a long time. We just released episode 21 and this is episode 54 or something 55. Like that. It, for us, I think it would be...
Oh, yeah, because...
53 or 54 because we're like... we did
whatever episode this ends up being, it's in the 50s more than likely.
More than likely. Anyways, but I bought some dice because we have a tradition of buying D&D dice every like trip that we go on. Except we didn't do that in Japan, but I think the reason being is where
find it, yeah.
But I bought some and it came in like a little 3D printed egg that you crack open.
Yeah.
And when I opened it, the smell that came out was like I broke open a rotten egg. It was very bad.
They probably did that on purpose, you know.
I think it's just a way that, what is it that they use for 3D printing? I don't know. But it's probably whatever that smells. It's like the freaking fumes, like you get hit with the kill your brain fumes. We've trapped them in this egg just for you.
You get a set of dice. But at what cost? $17 freaking dollars plus your brain cells.
I was very disappointed with the dice that I got because, you know, I wanted them to be more fun than just ones that I see all the time. But that's okay. And also, I was like, maybe I should film this. And then it was really hard to break open. And so I was like, well, never mind.
And then we went back to Nevada, did some Nevada stuff, took some cowboy pics.
Yeah.
Where I was a gunslinging outlaw. And you were a buxom
wench.
Yeah. Did stuff like that.
And now it's time. We've been out of the game for
2 weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
That ain't even bad. For real.
For real.
Yeah. I mean, we spent shockingly, I don't know how to the segue to that from what I was going to say.
Right.
This is really unusual for us. Practically the entire trip theory crafting about the podcast.
Yep.
So how out of the game have we been?
Well, in the last episode, we just focused on the group in the forest running away, i.e. Yezi, Fingers, Mio, Vatil, Ethiad, and Lucian. God damn, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, man. Big party.
And the main things that happened. Ethiad had a full fucking like
rough time.
Yeah.
A full-blown rough time. He got visited in his subconscious by Luta, who is Malutana, because she's been looking for him. And she's obsessed, with him, and is convinced that they're going to get married and he's going to save her and take her away from whatever is going on back in the Adazar clan, where she's a 14-year-old queen. So there's that. And then Ethiad got freaking annihilated for like half his hit points from psychic damage,
woke up and sobbed, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And then wasn't allowed to sleep for the rest of the night, and had to stay up. They prepped for the morning, talked a little bit about what was going on, and Ethiad was like, cool, I guess I have to talk to her again about, try to get some more information once we figure out what this is, because otherwise I might die, like, for real. And yeah, I mean, we got a bit more flavor of Finger's backstory. He said something about some yellow flowers. Do you remember what they're called? I mean, I know that they're sword flowers, but
Yeah,
do you
I wrote it
remember
down.
the tiefling name for it?
Yeah. Not necessarily off the dome,
That's
but
okay.
I can look it up.
And intimated that he ate some, and maybe that made him do some things that he didn't want to do exactly. But that is, Ethia is going to ask Luta about Novellian and about those golden flowers. See if she knows anything. See if he can get any kind of information. So, that's where we left off.
All right, so we hop back into the world of Yennefer. It's morning in the castle.
Oh. The castle.
The castle.
Okay.
And sunlight is streaming through the impossibly tall windows that are so far away. And the sunbeams on the far wall flash like flaming arrows. Can you tell that I wrote this? I was like, I'm trying to like get this in my brain.
Yeah.
And they're sort of twisting in this magnificent relief sculpture. Do you know of which I speak? Art student.
Oh, well, yeah, I know what a relief is, yeah.
Well, you know, in case you didn't. That's on the far wall.
I thought you meant, like, you know, the one I'm envisioning. I'm like,
yeah, the exact
no.
relief. Well, you would. In fact, you know this relief sculpture very well. The sculpture spans the entire wall of the hallway.
Okay.
And the flaming arrows, aforementioned, are pointing straight up towards the vaulted ceiling, which is all done up with, like, have you ever seen, like, it'll just be, like, rectangles of fabric that are sort of, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that look like, it looks like aerial, like it at the circus, you know, like aerial type things. They're like lavender and light green velvet curtains.
Ooh.
And as you make your way down the hallway leading to the Great Hall and then to the portcullis to greet your new assignment, golden light flashes in your peripheral vision and your attention is directed to the sculpture. Do you know anything about this sculpture?
I don't know. Ooh. Let's roll history. 13.
You know that it is called Dauntless.
Dauntless.
Whether or not you know what that means. Would she know what it meant?
What dauntless means?
Yeah, like the word.
I mean, like if something is daunting, that means that it's like it seems insurmountable. So if it's dauntless, then that means that there is no question whether or not you would be able to take it on or surmount it.
I think that that's a roundabout way of saying. I looked it up.
Okay.
The definition, it is showing fearlessness and determination.
Okay.
So I think it's more that you aren't daunted.
Okay.
As opposed to something is without a daunting quality. So we'll say yes, she knows what it means. And you know that it depicts one of the Uwethwei kings of yore, like, you know, one of them. You can't remember. People say it's between like a few different ones, so you can never remember what the right one is. Slaying a golden basilisk.
Oh.
And you only know that it's a golden basilisk because people say that.
Yeah.
If it was ever painted or leaved in gold, it is no longer. It's all sort of the gray and brown, like smooth, cold rock of the wall. You know that it is famous, but really the only reason you know that in specific is because art students sometimes come to draw it, and they have to get special permission from the castle, and they always look very excited, and they always sit in the middle of the hallway with their little easel and their little like folding chair in the middle of the hallway, and you have to kindly ask them to scoot over. And whoever designed this very cool hallway sculpture and ceiling situation had never been a maid. That's clear. Because you have to clean it biannually. And every time you walk down it, you are reminded of your whole face and head wrapped in a linen scarf so that you're not inhaling like mountains of dust. And they always get like you guys don't clean the ceiling part, like the maids don't clean the ceiling part. Who does? Yeah, who cleans it?
They hire like an outside team to come in that has like scaffolding and stuff to get them all the way up there, and they're like, it's like, you know, people who do like chimney sweeping, like, you know, we got the stuff that will get us on top of buildings,
and they're like, not, you guys have some like decorum and propriety, you know, training. You can imagine like maid school, you know, you're trained within the walls of the palace, and so you can imagine like an apple on your head as you very carefully, you know, walk in step behind other maids, and these guys are like, you know, scruffy looking,
snorting and spitting,
chimney sweep, yeah, like, you know, but they're like, you know, tradesmen, so they're sexy. Like, I don't feel like I have to say that, you know, they're like the sort of muscular that you get from doing a trade as opposed to like working out.
Yeah.
So they're like sinewy, and like they always have their sleeves rolled up to like their elbows and stuff like that.
That
like
5 o'clock shadow.
That 5 o'clock shadow, and they do that thing where they're like, we know that you are like nobility, and so we're gonna kind of like play nobility, you know, like they'll tip their like newsboy caps at you and stuff. And all the maids, they hate cleaning the stupid relief sculpture. They don't want to do that, also because you look a mess.
Yeah.
But they will happily walk down the hallway. Biannually, because the velvet is a dust magnet. But maybe that's like part of it, you know. You reason the fact that this stupid hallway has to be cleaned twice a year because it gets so dusty. They can afford that and afford the manpower to do that while everything continues. It's like a show of power, and really you don't even have to walk through this hallway. You don't even have to. You could your entire life living in the castle, you don't even have to walk through it. For real. Like, you could walk through it, you could not walk through it. The only time you walk through it is when you're going to leave, which is relatively infrequent, or you're going to, you know, meet someone there, guide them to their quarters, whatever. But there is another hallway that you could take. You just take this one because it is the one that, you know, you want to, they're supposed to see the splendor of the whatever.
Yeah.
But the other hallway's quicker. Yeah. So why take this one? It makes no sense. And why are we taking it now if we're already late? And your mind is interrupted with all of these musings about this hallway. When you hear, cutting through your reverie, a voice saying, "Did you even hear what I said?"
Oh, I'm sorry, no.
And as you look up at this woman, you recognize her as the head maid, Marzipa Duvet.
Marzipa Duvet.
Marzipa Duvet.
God damn.
She. What? You like that?
Yeah,
Thank
it sounds
you.
like a dessert.
It does. Well, I was thinking, look, it'll blow your mind when I tell you I was like, marzipan duvet. I was like, baking and beds.
Baking and
question
beds.
Mark.
B&B.
I'm very good at naming. She is big-boned, perpetually sweaty, immaculately dressed in her uniform, and the only indication that you would know that she's the head maid, other than the fact that you know and she treats you like the underling that you are, is that she has a pin on her lapel designating her as the head maid. What does the pin look like?
I think that it is 2 little fish swimming in circles. So like one big one is touching the tail of the other one and they go into a circle. And I think in the middle it has like the crest of the castle itself, like of the Uwethwei family. And so it's like because I think that with the Uwethwei people, fish are kind of their like animal. Like you see like little like tilings of like little fish in bedrooms and stuff like that, and a lot of the tapestries and stuff have little like fish woven around it. It's like the family crested animal.
A boggy place.
Yeah.
There's fish, catfish, like little minnows and crap everywhere.
Yeah, and so I think it's supposed to symbolize like that this like interworkings of the family is surrounding the crest.
I dig it. She turns around to face you, looking at you in irritation, and she gets like a beam of light cast across her eyes that she's kind of like squinting and moving around as she tries to yell at you. And she says, in any other circumstance, this would be quite the prestigious assignment. As it is, I'd like to remind you of what we had discussed before.
Right. Can I roll history?
What is it that we had discussed?
3.
Okay. You flash back to what you had discussed before, and you're like, boom, 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 the sound of that. And you're taken back to last night, when you were like nodding off, standing in front of a drawer of cutlery. And she's like, the dessert forks have never gone in this compartment.
Sorry.
They go next to the dessert spoons. Why would you put them next to the regular soup spoons? This makes no sense. Anna!
Yes, ma'am?
Please, listen. This is important. That's what you recall. And she's looking at you expectantly.
The dessert spoon?
Anna, please. She's gonna like sidle up next to you it looks like she's just stepping towards you. Only you get the sense that she's trying to be covert.
Yeah.
And she lowers her voice, which is to say she speaks at the exact same volume, but just looks down at you when she says it over her glasses. He's not of our stock, Anna. And
the man I've been assigned to?
Yes, indeed. And you must keep that firmly in mind with your dealings with him.
May I ask what that means? Not of our stock.
I know we've spoken at length about this.
Can I roll history?
Yeah, you can do it again. Spoken at length.
All right, come on. Spoken at length.
Dessert forks.
Spoons. 14.
14. You know that your new assignment is one Master Hazen. And that he is from Herithia, and that this is like kind of a big deal.
Right.
Because what is he doing here? And people have their sort of opinions about that. I mean, maids gossip, but that's their job, and they've among other jobs, and you've heard every permutation of what this is to be like. But you had a conversation. You recall now the conversation of which she must be referring, in which she explained that this is a situation and that he's not of our stock.
Right.
You see the head maids looking at you. She says, I see that realization has dawned on your face.
Right, that he's from Herithia.
Yes. So
I don't understand why that necessarily matters. I mean, if he's here, then it means that he has some prestige.
I just want to prepare you for some simple questions he may be asking you, and ensuring that you are protecting yourself.
Protecting myself?
As I've said, he's not of our stock.
Do you think it's dangerous that I've been assigned to him?
Not necessarily, but we wouldn't want any to taint our good name, as it were. All that is to say, I wouldn't want... If his behaviour is not expected of one of the guests of the castle, I want you to be prepared for that, and to report anything that makes you, I suppose, nervous.
All right.
Do what he asks of you, naturally, but you are under no obligation to make him feel at home against his nature. Of course, he's not home, and I believe in time he shall come to realise that. And in the meanwhile, if things devolve, as I suspect, I don't want you caught in the forthcoming. That's all.
Yes, ma'am.
She's going to nod at you. Now, come along. Keeps walking down the hallway.
I think she's like, what a bitch.
Why does Anna feel so charitable towards this Harithian fella? The general sort of consensus of everyone is that people from Harithia are, at worst, like hysterical conspiracy theorists, or like evil and deserve to be wiped out, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And are at best are just a little bit less important than us.
Yeah.
So what's her reasoning for that? She's thinking this as they're like finishing the hallway.
If we want our country to be strong, I don't understand why we would want a piece of our land, a nation in our kingdom, to be such a mark on the Uwethwei kingdom itself. I mean, wouldn't we want to protect the name of the Harithia people because it's part of the Uwethwei kingdom? It just makes us look like we're capable of being something so awful if we make it out to be that way. It was a fallen kingdom, and maybe it's because what they don't want to blame the Uwethwei military itself, so they want to blame Harithia itself. I mean, we still own that land, there's still people there. So we're just now saying that there's people among our kingdom that are awful and would turn against us, which is not good for any kingdom to have that look on their nation. And also, if it's just that they're a little bit less better than us, I'm just a little bit less better than everyone else. I'm a maid. But yet I'm allowed to work in the castle, live here without being made to be some demonized figure. I'm needed, I'm wanted. Why can't that be the same for anyone else? Especially if he's proven himself enough to be invited to live in the castle and have his own maid assigned to him. Don't understand it at all.
Go ahead and roll a history check about kind of Harithia in general.
14.
You know that while you're kind of puzzling this out, like what is so wrong or what is so bad about this, you know that part of the reason for the big rift between Harithia and the rest of the Uwethwei clan, apart from the kind of from your side, the other kingdoms in Harithia that are united under the kingdom of the Uwethwei clan, they're sort of like side versus Harithia, demonizing them and saying that it's their fault that they fell and that they should have been more prepared and that, it was ordained by God that they'd be destroyed, is Harithia having the thought or the conspiracy, like perpetuating the conspiracy, that there was some sort of reason that it was them specifically, and that they were being purposely not looked after or something.
I see.
And so there's sort of like going at it on both sides in terms of fighting. But now there is no more Kingdom of Harythia, so it's not like they can go be off by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they have to integrate into society, but they feel like everyone who's not from Harythia feels that people from Harythia all think that they're evil.
Yeah.
And everyone from Harythia feels like everyone who isn't from Harythia thinks that they're evil.
Yeah.
So it's like, regardless of your own personal feelings. And so that you know that your charitable feelings towards Harythia and Harythians would probably not be recognized.
Yeah.
And so your like desire to be impartial is out of your own goodwill, not out of any desire for it to be reciprocated.
Yeah.
This guy might be a a-hole.
Yeah.
So as you're walking down, the rest of the hallway finishes up and it billows out into the Great Hall, which, despite 20 enormous stone windows, is still warmed from the equally enormous bright green bonfire in its center. The Entherian flame.
Entherian.
The Entherian flame. Something about the elements in the stones that make up the base of the fire. It's a fire that burns with kindling, with wood, but it has to do something. You've heard this 1,000 times, so many times that you don't remember anymore. There's like elements in the stones at the base that reacts with the heat and dyes the fire green. And they're very expensive, the stones. Mm-hmm. And hard to find. They're used as an alchemical ingredient in what you don't know. Mm-hmm. And it's shocking and impressive, and it's been burning for a really long time. And on the other side of the fire, you see a large, blustering man who you know as Mart. Mm-hmm. He is one of the palace guards, talking to someone whom you have never seen before.
Okay.
And as you approach, you hear the man say, "Yes, and of course this is the Entherian flame, which has burned continuously from its lighting until this very day." And you see, as you approach, the person he is with kind of snort, like kind of like put his head down, snort, and cover his mouth with his hand. And you hear Mart. You can't hear what he's saying, but you can hear Mart because he's loud.
Yeah.
Even over the roaring and crackling fire. "Yes. What is it?" And you see him like wave a hand in front of his face. "Yes, it has burned continuously until this very day. I don't know what's so funny about that." And as you approach, you can start hearing him more. Mm-hmm. And you're just following Miss Uwethwei as she approaches. And "Yes, no, I understand. Well, something I've said has made you chuckle, hasn't it?" "Oh, goodness, please, it was nothing." "Well, I enjoy a hearty chuckle myself, Master Hazen. Until today, you said it was that you said it was until today. Like you implying that today was the day it was going to go out." "I beg your pardon. I thought it was funny that you'd be so flippant about it. I highly doubt that a fire which has burned for nearly 120 years through 3 wars would go out on an innocuous Tuesday. No, I didn't. As I said, it was a brief moment of insanity." And he looks up at you with desperation in his eyes and notices that you two are looking at him, and then like,
I think she's trying to hide a smile. I think that she's like, okay.
You're standing astride Miss Uwethwei, and you can see that she looks just so done with this whole interaction already. And he's kind of looks up at you two sort of conspiratorially, like he's like, "Right, guys?" And then sees that you guys are not Vahrae, you know, like not like a friend, and then just like kind of like stops.
I think that was quite funny.
You see? He looks up at Mart kind of sheepishly. You're used to like royalty.
Yeah.
Nobility. High-ranking Uwethwei government officials and the like. And also, like, other than the maids, and there are like footmen, like male servants who are children, 18, 17, 16, you know, like children who work for the castle and their parents were maids or servants of the castle, or children of royalty who are a different breed and universally awful. You are used to, like, established adults.
Yeah.
Like, 70 years old, 100 years old. High elves live till 200. Just backstory. Eldrins, tieflings, Genasi, and various sundry other races to 150. And then humans have a typical human lifespan.
Yeah.
And as it pertains to the story, I'll flesh the other ones out as we go. High elves live to 200, though. So, like, real up there, you know?
Yeah.
Farniel looks to be in his early 20s. And he looks like a scholar. He's very, like, slight. He's definitely taller than you. He's around, what did we agree upon?
I don't think we ever agree. Okay. Or actually, I think he was like 6 foot.
He's got to be taller than
5'8".
Vahrae. Okay, yeah. So 6 feet tall. His hair is golden brown. He has goldish yellow eyes, and his skin is oddly dark and green. It's like a sort of like a seasick sort of green. And Vahrae often makes fun of him because he looks like an orc, he says. It's not got the tattoos for it. He has a few freckles on his cheeks, which would evidence someone who is much more, like, lively and outdoorsy than the kicked puppy looking thing before you. Looks like he's not in control of his face. He's, like, half smiling and his eyes are darting around the room like he's trying to take it all in at once. He looks sort of scared and sort of angry and also sort of amused.
Right.
And he looks a lot less like the folks who you're used to, even though he's dressed nicely. But it sort of looks like when you go to church and you've done your best, you know, you're like, this is what I had to wear. That was nice, you know. It's not like, you know, the manicured sort that you're used to. He looks a lot more like the ne'er-do-wells that you often see the guards remove from the palace gates than someone who should be coming to live and work at the castle. He doesn't necessarily look like he's from Herithia. Like, he doesn't have the ears of someone who's from Herithia, but you can see it with your soul. Like, you can tell. You also notice that he is carrying his own suitcase, which would be atypical.
Oh, I think that Anna, like, sees that and she's like, oh, I can take that for you. And she, like, moves forward to grab the suitcase out of his hands.
He sort of cocks his head to the side, not knowing whatever. And then you hear Mart speak again, and he says, yes, well, here they are. Hello, Mrs. Duvet, Mrs. and Analaevrah. Well met.
Glynmaear.
Indeed. You see Mrs. Duvet sort of smile and say, oh, Mart, how many times do I have to tell you it's a duvet? And he's going to say, always once more. And they kind of, like, chuckle at each other. And Farniel kind of bows his head slightly, like he's thinking about, he's, like, analyzes the way they greet each other, and then he's like, I should bow. That's princely. It's very awkward. And he sort of cracks a smile while he does it. You can see Miss Duvet smiles back, but kind of, like, eyes narrowed. You didn't ever achieve getting his suitcase, and so he's still, like, holding it, but you two are, like, mid interaction. So after he bows, he kind of looks back up at you.
Your suitcase.
What about it?
I can take it from you.
It's quite heavy.
That's quite all right.
I can take it. That's not necessary.
As you wish.
He's gonna, like, look at, kind of up at everyone, and Miss Duvet says, oh, come now, Master Hazen. We're here to introduce you to the castle and your life here, and this is a part of it. And she, like, nods her head sort of encouragingly, and Farniel looks back up at you, and he says, Well, if it's too heavy, I can take it back.
Understood.
Here you go. He hands it to her.
She's gonna take it.
It's not heavy at all. This guy must be a punk. Like, this guy must be a wimp if he thinks this is heavy. And Mart says, yes, well, this is Miss Uwethwei, the head maid, and Miss
Glynmaear.
and will be your personal servant for as long as you reside within these walls. Pleasure to meet you both, Miss Uwethwei and Miss...
Glynmaear.
I'm sorry, what was it?
Glynmaear.
Glynmaear?
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure to meet you. Well, I will leave Master Hazen in your capable hands. Toodaloo. Mart kind of turns to leave. And Farniel's going to say, it's quite remarkable that this fire's been burning for 127 years, and through 4 wars.
Yes, quite.
Yes, well, is it still just the King's Guard who tends the fire? Pardon my inquiry. I've read quite a lot about this castle, just personal fascination. Well, of course, the kingling is replaced daily in a ceremony. It's quite an honour to tend the Entherian flame, after all. Surely that was mentioned in your books. Oh, it's just that I hadn't seen a King's Guard since my entry, so I wasn't sure. Well, that's to be expected. The king's at the moment staying in the Winter Palace, after all. Now, so who's tending the fire? Some have remained to tend the fire, Master Hazen. Now if you'll just... Oh, is that so?
Would it be quite alright if we showed you your room?
Yes. Sorry.
Then you can get settled. I could take over from here. I know where it is. She looks at Miss Uwethwei.
Well, I suppose that would be fine.
She, kind of bows out, to Miss Uwethwei and then looks at Hazen and, nods her head and turns and walks off down a hallway.
On behalf of the maid staff with the Fenwild Castle, welcome to Fenwild Castle. Thank you. And he's gonna bow and sort of follow you as you lead him down the super cool hallway, unless you're gonna take the other hallway.
I think she takes the other hallway.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So you're going down the other hallway, which you can feel in your soul Miss Uwethwei's distaste with you having done that. It's outside of protocol. But at the same time, if it was anybody else, she would have stopped you.
Yeah.
So there's that interplay where she's getting it, she's okay.
I think she took him down this hallway because she's less people will be down here. Mm-hmm. And I think that as they're walking down it, she doesn't turn around to say this to him, but she's like, "You quite interested in the fire? How many books have you read about it?"
Well, I've read quite a lot of books about the castle.
Did any of the books say that it went out one time?
What?
Yes. It's a Tuesday afternoon.
Just randomly.
Yes. It has to be tended to every day. It goes through quite a lot of wood.
Are you allowed to tell me this?
No, I'm not sure. Am I?
Did it really? It went out? Is it not recorded anywhere?
No. Why would it be?
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. I didn't know about this. He's gesturing around him. Forgive me. Isn't there's a sculpture?
Oh, yes, it's down the other hallway. Are you talking about the relief on the wall?
It's the famous one.
Yes, I could take you there if you want to. It just takes longer to get to your room that way.
Well, I don't know if I want to see it. I was just surprised that I figured I would be seeing it, but...
Probably eventually. You don't have to go down that hallway if you want to get anywhere in the castle, though. It takes longer to go down that hallway than anywhere else, but we usually take people down that hallway just to see the relief itself.
But you don't want me to see it?
It's not that I didn't want you to see it.
Is it not?
No. It's that I wanted to tell you about the fire. You seemed quite interested. As you've noticed, we've not passed by anyone.
I see. I'm not smart enough for this sort of thing. This isn't some sort of test, is it?
Test?
I suppose I shouldn't admit that, since I've now been probationally hired. I won't pass. I'm far too interested.
What test would you be talking about?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know as well. See, I'm only a maid. I'm not smart enough for that either.
Only maid.
What, do you see me as more?
Well, I don't know. I've never been a servant, but I can't imagine anything more... virtuous, I suppose.
Virtuous?
Or requiring of loyalty, or... I don't know. It seems hard, I guess, is what I mean. So, especially at a place like this.
I suppose. It can be. But I don't know how hard anything else is.
I suppose that makes sense. Have you grown up here or something?
Yes.
Oh, like you were born here? Like
yes.
Here? Like properly here?
In the castle, yes.
I thought that's what... Forgive me, I thought that sort of thing was archaic.
No, my father was a gardener and my mum was a maid.
You're real.
I'm real?
I mean, that sort of thing. I don't know. It sounds like, books about jousting and stuff like that. That sort of thing is taking place.
I'm surprised you don't know that the Uwethwei castle tends to like to keep things in the family. And as though it may not seem like it, the maids are considered part of the castle lineage.
I don't think that I'm the sort of person who would be able to assess whether or not someone seemed like they belonged here. It's beautiful enough. Do you know anything about the statue?
Well, it's not a statue, it's a relief.
A sculpture, forgive me. I know it's a relief, I promise. I'm not just talking nonsense.
It's called Dauntless. And it is one of the kings fighting a basilisk. I can't ever say that word.
Basilisk.
Basilisk. One of the snake creatures. Apparently, it used to be leafed in gold or something, but it's not anymore. And we have to clean it twice a year, which is a pain. I
suppose people who build castles and make sculptures don't think about that sort of thing.
Yes.
Oh, I guess it's of no consequence.
I find it quite ironic.
Oh?
Yes. I can't remember what king it is. It's been...
Lanari. Yes.
Well, it's King Lanari fighting it. And, supposedly he slayed it, which I assume would be correct because basilisks turn people into stone. But it's forever depicted in stone. So who really won at the end?
I don't suppose it's the real King Lanari, whether or not it's life-size.
No.
I don't know that he did, historically. I mean, I suppose nobody knows for sure. They say that he did, but I doubt it. King himself slaying a golden basilisk.
You doubt it?
I think it's just a metaphor.
Do you?
Well, his valiance in conquering the then untamed Uwethwei territory, and establishing the kingdom of the High Elves. Do you know the legend about it?
No.
Do you want to roll to see if you know it?
Sure. 12.
You have heard that there's something about the artisans not ever sculpting again or something like that after it was created.
I mean, I know that there's some myth or something that the artists that sculpted it never did anything again after.
It was not a myth. They chopped their hands off.
Oh. Why?
Well, willingly.
Willingly?
Yes. I told you I read quite a few books about it. And there's only a few that have mentioned it. They're quite old, but I always thought that was quite funny.
Why would they do that?
Well, I suppose what it said was that they couldn't bear the thought of ever creating again after finishing such a beautiful work. Like, nothing they made could compare.
How ridiculous. You do more with your hands than just create.
Farniel, you can roll a perception check on his expression.
12.
You are not sort of it would be very surprising for someone who you have been entrusted with the care of to so brazenly make a joke of that nature. So he's probably not doing that. But he does look around conspiratorially at nothing, and looks back at you.
She raises an eyebrow.
Well, of course, I mean, I know that it's styled now as a legend. But
well, it wouldn't be surprising.
Would it not be?
That punishment is still, I mean, it's used as a punishment though. That form of punishment I hear is still in effect. Same with tongues and ears and stuff.
Yeah, punishment for a beautiful sculpture. I
don't know. Maybe they didn't depict him accurately.
Well, that's quite a interesting theory. I always dwelled on it. But not, I mean, obviously it's horrible, but, or noble, or something.
I doubt anyone would want their hands cut off willingly.
I always thought about the logistics of it. If it was, if you think about it, was it thought out, like something they'd made a pros and cons list and thought that was the way to go?
They carved one into the wall, it's hidden somewhere.
Or was it like in a fit of ecstasy?
A fit of
they
ecstasy.
see their beautiful finished work and surrounded by blades and chisels and whatever, and they.
What, you think they cut their own hands off?
That's what it says, at least. They willingly lop their own hands off. They just picked them up and, before they knew it, they were all unhanded. But that seems unlikely.
How did the last one cut off its own hands?
That's what I was thinking. How would you go about that? I think, you'd have to have a friend,
But they wouldn't have hands.
Well, someone in charge, perhaps, or a janitor, or something like that. Because you could do all but one, couldn't you? If I had to cut off 12 people's hands, I could do that, and then one of my own, and then the other one.
But think about it this way. Actually think about cutting 12 people's hands off. Do you have the stomach for it?
I think I would.
Really?
Well, if I was overcome with, I don't know, artistic satisfaction or...
Well, I'll make sure to never paint you anything.
Lest I cut your hands off. I just think it's funny,
I think it just shows that mindless violence has been a part of Yennefer for as long as we can remember.
Mindless.
Quite.
I don't know that I'd be so charitable.
Is that charitable?
Of course it is. Ignorance is... I don't think it's always fair to say that it's a failing. Willful ignorance is, but general ignorance. It's just a quality, it's just a truth. But if it is willful ignorance, then it isn't mindless.
That's true.
You know, maybe you do know, but not a single one of the names were recorded anywhere.
Oh, the artists. Yes.
They say apparently they're somewhere carved into the castle walls, but it was done posthumously, and not obviously, clearly, by them, handless as they were. All the books I've ever written on the construction of the castle, no matter how old they were always written by royal historians. So...
Well, I've heard that there used to be something carved in the upper right corner, but when I clean it, I see now that it's been chiselled off. Nobody knows what was there, so perhaps maybe one of them wanted their names on it.
Perhaps.
Do you know how many worked? 12?
12. Can you believe that? Just 12.
Well, I don't think that I could work on something so intimately with 12 people. I think I would just want it to be me, but perhaps that's selfish.
I've never made a relief sculpture.
Neither have I.
How intimately were they working together in your imagination?
Well, I don't mean intimately like they were holding hands or something. But I suppose they couldn't at some point. But I mean, art in itself is, I think, quite intimate. It's quite personal. Even if you're making a relief of somebody else doing something glorious. I think that your artistic vision and how you go about it and the way that you depict this scene comes from somewhere deep within inside you. Having to share that with 12 other people, 11 other people, I would say that's quite intimate. Sharing a part of yourself, and it's intimate in itself to make art and share it with others. I mean, it's in quite a public space, at least for people who are within the castle walls. It's written about, it's in books. You're bearing yourself for judgment among everyone else.
I suppose that's true. I'm not much for art. I suppose I never thought I had time for it.
For art? What do you think art is?
I don't know, all of this, and he gestures to you're making your way closer to his room, so the hallway that you're now in, all the doors, all the filigree and the stained glass and everything.
I believe that this can be one kind of it. Will you read?
I do.
Do you just read non-fiction?
I read fiction every now and again.
Well, you have time for art, then.
I suppose, in a sense.
I think even non-fiction can be art. You depict something that's real, but you depict it so beautifully in your words and the way that you decide to describe something. I've read plenty of non-fiction that takes me exactly to where it is that they're describing.
What is it, the turn of phrase, or is it the event itself that's the art? And
I think it's the turn of phrase.
How do you?
I think that me dusting a hallway is not art. But if somebody described the way that the dust falls in the sunlight, and my shadow casted on the walls, and the way that the...
I apologise, I don't mean to laugh. I'm thinking about me banging erasers after school.
Well, that could be art, if I describe it well enough.
Do you reckon?
Yes. If you remember everything about it, the way that the chalk smelled, perhaps tasted, if you breathed it in too much. It was after school, so maybe the sun was setting if it was late in winter. And you could see the plumes of chalk in the sunlight. The white in the air. Silent classroom. Perhaps somebody was walking down the hall and you could hear the click of their shoes. And outside the window, the world was settling down. You are here in a classroom. I think that could be art. Here we are.
He looks up and sees the door. What does it look like?
The door?
Yeah, even that is ornate.
Yeah. I think it's heavy, like wooden oak door, and it has 2 black iron like strips going across it, where the door handle sits on the left hand side in between those 2 strips, and it's gold. And I think that the door has carved in it, little fish and flowers and ornate decorations. And I think the purpose of the black strips is just where the hinges are. Mm-hmm. But they figured, why not, let it go all the way across? Yeah, jazz it across. And it is cut where it's like peaked at the top and then flat at the bottom. So it's like a little archway. And I think it's a little bit shorter than Farniel's head. I think all the doors are quite small.
He looks at it, and he looks at it like he's waiting for somebody else to open the door,
Yeah, I think that she does.
Okay.
Like she opens the door and then steps aside for him to go in.
And he doesn't go in. He stays standing outside, kind of dips his head under so he can look into the room. And it is, to your estimation, on par as far as rooms you've seen for officials, like government officials who reside in the palace. And you're sort of, despite yourself, kind of surprised by that. Like, they didn't kind of, snub him in some way, considering the whisperings. Yeah. When you heard of which room it was going to be, it piqued your curiosity that maybe these are opinions shared by the lower class of the palace. There's been some change. Yeah. The walls are purple and green, like wallpaper, flowers. And there's tapestries on the wall. The carpet is tasseled, and it has white, gold, and silver filigree that is woven into it to look like a little river scene. There's a fainting couch that Farniel's eyes linger on as though he is thinking to himself, and what is that for? And the feet are carved twisting octopus tentacles. There's a bed that is large, and then you can't see it, there's a door to it, but there's an attached full bathroom. And he's kind of just standing there in the doorway taking it all in.
Are you tired? I can turn down the bed for you, or if you're not and you would like to wash up, I could get a bath started for you.
This is my room.
Yes.
For now, or for...
I believe, unless you ask otherwise, but...
Unless I ask otherwise.
It's quite nice.
Excuse my reaction. I've come from a studio apartment and a roommate.
A roommate?
Yes.
Well, you have no roommate here, so this is all yours. Well, of course, it's the castle's, but...
Oh, naturally. Well, can I go in?
You don't have to ask me permission.
I feel like I do. And he, bows his head, ducks underneath, and walks in.
Well, the doors are quite small.
I don't mind.
Are you curious as to why? And she like closes the door and walks to like the fainting couch to put his suitcase down.
Can you roll history to...
Sure.
Okay.
Do you care that I'm making shit up?
No,
Okay.
make stuff up, bro. 4. You don't
4.
know. I don't. Is the reason.
There is. All of the iron workings here were dwarves were brought in, or the work was sent out and brought back to the castle. But part of it is the doors were made by dwarves, and I suppose they figured that these would be tall enough. They're quite taller than dwarves, but we sent these, from what I've heard, the doors weren't made on site. They were made where dwarves live, and then picked up and brought back here. And I suppose they never had great dealings with elves being around to properly measure how tall a door needed to be.
Well, seeing as I've just walked through it, I'd say that they're tall enough.
Well, you're not as tall as other elves I've seen. High elves tend to be quite tall.
I suppose it's in the name. I didn't know that. I confess, I have no idea what it is I'm supposed to have you do. So whatever it is, feel free to do it or not and leave. Or feel free to leave. I mean,
Well, I suppose I'll start with this question. Are you hungry?
Yes, a bit.
What time of day is it?
It's like 10, like mid-morning.
Mid-morning. Well, breakfast should be ready. I can go get you some. I can make you tea as well.
Well, I can do that. Is there some sort of communal eating space? Something tells me no is the answer.
Unfortunately, you would not be able to get it for yourself, but I could get it for you, and I could get as much as you like.
Really, that's not necessary.
Are you're hungry, though?
Yes.
There's no other way for you to get food.
What a bizarre place. I suppose I've got to get used to it. All right. I'll have whatever you think is worth eating. I don't have any allergies, and I'm not picky.
All right. Do you have a particular tea you like?
Hot.
I guess what I mean is we have a wide selection. Green, black, white, herbal.
White?
White tea, yes. And then we have varieties of each.
What's the normal?
What's normal to you? What do you usually drink? Is it black?
I think, I don't know. Is that the most common one? I mean, I just drink whatever's around.
Did you ever buy tea?
No. I don't think so.
Did you see the colour of it?
Like
when you
the
drink
leaves?
it? No, when you drink it.
It's like a brown.
Is it?
It's like my hair.
Like a golden honey colour?
Yeah.
It must have been green.
Oh?
Mm.
Oh.
Would you prefer... We have about 15 different types of green teas. Do you like fruit flavoured? I can get you just plain green tea if you like, but there's also fruit flavours that are mixed into it. There's mint, there's lemon, there's sage.
Whatever is the least expensive one.
Expensive?
Yes.
You're not paying for
I
any.
understand that. But
I'm not sure how much they cost.
like no, just a normal one.
I could get you a plain green tea.
Nothing fancy or anything. I mean, in terms of food. If you've got egg salad.
Egg salad?
I've got a particular taste for egg salad.
Well, I don't believe we have that, but I believe this morning it's...
His face falls, notably.
I could ask the kitchen.
No, please don't do that. Whatever you've got, I just thought in case you had it.
Well, I believe this morning it's braised pork shoulder with a hash, and there's a selection of fruit. I believe they are cooking eggs as well, but not necessarily hard-boiled.
I'll have whatever looks good to you when you go down.
All right.
Whatever you choose for yourself. Have you eaten? Do you need to do that?
Oh, do I need to eat? In general, yes.
I mean, this morning, have you...
I ate already this morning with the maids.
Are you hungry?
Well, I'll eat in the afternoon with them as well, too.
Well, if you like, get something for yourself and just say it's for me if that causes problems.
Oh.
If you like. I mean, if you don't like anything they've got, then don't feel compelled to, but it's hard work, isn't it?
I suppose.
And it's a mail room of some sort, or a post.
A mail room?
Yes.
Yes, but I could bring it for you.
I could post a letter.
Do you have something you need to send?
I do.
I could take it with me along the way.
No. Yeah, please don't be offended. It's not that I don't trust you or something like that, but I've got to post this myself.
I could bring you a carrier pigeon. You don't have access to the mailroom, but...
Surely there's some sort of slot that you put it through...
In the maid's quarters. We're supposed to take all the mail for you.
Official documents or something like that. Where would that be posted?
Well, if they're official enough that I would not be allowed to handle them, then we send a courier.
I may have something later for you to post, yes.
All right.
He's like cracking some peculiar smiles.
I could send a courier or bring you a carrier pigeon.
No, the pigeon maybe. It's fine. I'll have something later for you to post. It's nothing sinister. I've written something on the envelope. Is probably I ought not to have. It's a joke to my roommate.
You don't need to worry about that.
I do. Thirdly, where's the toilet?
In that room over there.
Oh, like... He's gonna, like, get up and walk over, open the door, and he sees the toilet and the bathtub, and he's like... Good to know. Is this just mine?
Yes.
I don't need to leave the door open or something.
The door.
Unlocked, I mean. Like, this door points to, like, the door into the room.
No.
I suppose that's a ridiculous question. Well, in any case, it's nice to meet you, Miss.
Would you like to give it a go?
I've got nothing to... There's no go to give. I haven't got a clue.
My name is Analaevrah Glynmaear.
Analaevrah Glynmaear. Is that close?
Yes.
What would you like me to call you? Miss Glynmaear. I apologize.
Whatever you like.
No, please tell me what you'd like me to call you.
Miss Glynmaear is fine.
Miss Glynmaear.
Yes.
Have you heard anything from, I don't know how you would know him, Minister Stendhal about me?
Roll history.
Yeah.
3.
You know who Minister Stendhal is. But you don't know. Maybe at some point someone said something to you, but...
Not that I can recall.
Do you know where his office is?
Do I?
Yeah, you would know.
Yes, I do.
Um,
Would you like me to show you?
No, that's fine. Tomorrow I'll go searching, I suppose. He had said something about me, tomorrow, the day after my arrival to the palace, giving me some sort of grand tour or something.
Oh.
I just wanted to... I didn't know if there's any updates to that tour.
Well, I can come and get you in the morning and show you where it is, or...
I'm sure you've got...
I'm assigned to you.
Well, I'm here now, aren't I? So...
I'm yours, though.
What?
I'm your maid. I've been assigned to you.
Please tell me what that means.
My main priority is you. My main duties is to make sure that you get what you need, and you can have me do whatever you like. To show you around, to clean your room, to get you food, to make you tea.
They said I would get a maid, but I was thinking more of the... do my laundry.
Well, there's part of it as well.
Oh, goodness. I thought of it like, I've stayed at hotels now and again.
If you would like, it can be like that.
No, I've got no expectation. Well, I suppose I do. I suppose I have a very specific expectation. I would meet you and I would come into my room and my laundry would be done and my underwear would be folded into like a duck or something. It was bizarre. Please don't do that.
I don't know how, so...
It was quite... You want to talk about art being everywhere. I wasn't expecting to know your name, and not that I'm better for it. I'm sure I am, but I wouldn't want it to be like that either. But I didn't expect that I would discuss with you the logistics of cleaning my underwear or my clothes, or I suppose I can't do my own. Perhaps I can.
I would say... She kind of like glances at the door and like walks in a little bit further. If you would like to fit in, have me do everything for you. It's expected.
I don't know what you know about me. I suppose the less, the better. I would say don't let that put you off, but I think the truth would put you off more.
Would you like to know what I know about you?
Go on.
Your name is Farniel Hazen. You are here on a probationary hire for something to do with money. I'm not sure exactly what the job entails, but you have to make sure that the finances go where they're supposed to go, and that they're being spent properly. And you're from Erythea. You're quite young. At least You look young. And you graduated from West Gallery School for Independent Boys, where I know that a lot of affluential people went, including Aige Stilf and Vahrae Thundergold, I guess, but I heard that he never graduated. That's all I know.
Well, I suppose that's enough. It may surprise you to know that I don't know anything about this sort of high society. I mean, I've seen it. This sort of thing, not royalty, but the profoundly wealthy.
I don't think it would be surprising if you've never grown up in it. Why would anybody be expected to know?
Could you do something for me?
Yes.
Will you be frank with me? Perhaps that goes against your training, but I've got to talk straight to someone now and again. I'm going to take your advice, what I ought to do, because I don't want to make a fool of myself.
All right.
And I don't want to make a fool of myself for the sake of myself. I don't want to talk out of turn or cause offence accidentally. Because when I aim to cause offence, I want it to be intentional. I want that to be evident.
Do you?
So I will take your advice. If that's what I should do, then I'll do it. I'll leave it to you, but I don't want you to think that that's something that I would want, or that I would require of you, or that I would expect. I don't believe in. He sees like the open door, and he's gonna like slowly reach over and shut it. Is that fine? Am I allowed to do that? Should I open it?
No, that's all right.
I don't believe in servants. Servanthood. This hierarchy.
Do you not?
Being born into a specific station, whether or not it works out. I believe it exists, but I don't believe in it in that I don't think it is the way society should operate. And I don't like that I'm benefiting from it. I suppose your station leaves me to doing what I've been hired to do. And I know that that is useful. But I'm conflicted. I suppose really that comes to nothing. You'll be doing the job you expected to be doing, and I'll be doing the job I expected to be doing.
Our dynamic can be anything that you want it to be. As long as they see that I'm doing my job.
Our dynamic. All right, well, tell me I'm making a fool of myself when I am.
You made a fool of yourself earlier today.
When was that?
Quite often people are not joking around here. And when they are, they make it quite obvious, looking for you for a laugh.
Remember when I said that I wanted to be intentional when I cause offence?
Yes. Were you trying to be intentional?
I was. That's not... Thank you.
You're putting quite a lot of trust into me.
I've got nothing else I could possibly do.
Well, that'd be my first piece of advice then. Don't trust people so easily. What I would do is what you asked.
Miss Glynmaear.
Yes.
Is it Miss?
You're asking me if I'm wed. I'm not.
Is that Miss or Mrs.?
Mrs. would be wed. Do you know how I know?
How?
The man takes over the Miss. Mr. S.
I see. This whole exercise is based in trust. A mutual trust. It was an attempt on my life. On my way here.
What's that?
And although these rippling biceps may convince you otherwise, I'm not such a capable fighter.
Well, an unwielding soldier is not so capable against swords.
In any case, it was the guards who brought me here that protected me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You don't need to be sorry. I expect it will happen again.
I hope not. I like to imagine that this castle is safe.
I would like to imagine so as well, especially since I've been invited here. I don't have that sort of luxury. The luxury to not be able to trust. Everyone knows what I'm here to do. What I am to this place. I can have no side. What I don't want to do is communicate something unduly, or communicate something that I don't mean to communicate by not understanding whatever social convention. But I won't sell myself off as something I'm not, or I can't be so discerning in whom I trust, else I would not come here. I appreciate your advice.
I would just be wary about who you talk so freely to.
Have I said something freely that I ought not to have said?
Not to me. But if I was anyone else, then yes.
Like what?
Well, this entire conversation. Everything that I've said to you since we've gotten alone, I ought not to have said. Maids gossip. Primarily, that's what we're good for. Now, I don't like to partake very much, if at all. So I guess it's been lucky that you've been assigned to me. Others would like to see you be a fool. It might be why you've been assigned to me. I'm rather new.
Well, thank you. I shall heed your advice. Now, if you'd like to go get us some breakfast, if you bring it back, I will eat some of it.
All right. Excuse me. She's going to turn and leave.
He's gonna bow his head as you leave, and you shut the door, and you are off to the kitchen.
Yay.
Yay! So, as we pan out from this scene, Vahrae, who is friends with Farniel, you see the connection?
I do.
Is sitting in the hotel room, which he just woke up in.
Yep.
Having been instructed by his parents to remain in the hotel room until the ball, which happens tonight.
Yep.
What is Vahrae getting up to?
Whoa.
Oh, I will say too, for admin purposes, we decided this outside of playing, that Vahrae, as like some rich bastard business, would have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Because, he could afford it. And also, files. If you ever played Skyrim, one of the alchemy quests is to find the white file, which is a file that refills automatically.
File?
Phial.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, file.
Huh.
It refills automatically. I'm gonna ape that for us. And in lieu of the he gathers ingredients and makes potions explanation, some of them just refill, or like in his case, probably all of them.
Yeah.
In Lucian's case, the ones that aren't hard to do refill. And also, like, Lucian wouldn't be able to afford as many as Vahrae, who can have them even for stuff that doesn't matter that much. Refill, that's like they take a long rest and they get all their spell slots back flavor. Yeah. So it's not like they instantly refill after you use one, but it would be like after a long rest, overnight, it refills.
Yeah.
Magic. Or alchemy. Cool. So now, yes, what were you going to say?
Well, first things first is that he's gonna send to freaking Monstero.
Okay.
He's going to get one of his sending potions, down it, and say, for teleport, I'm holding on to an object. Does it teleport with me? Doesn't matter how large it is. Be very specific.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
Now, I like where you're going with this. You hear back. What's that? Right. Ooh, teleports your things here, friends. Look. Clues. Tavumile drinks the Tav potion. Then teleport to me. Else, all is lost. And that's what you get back.
Or else all is lost. Fuck no. Okay. Think. Fuck. Is he gonna risk it?
What's he gonna do?
Huh?
What's he gonna do?
Okay, I guess he's going to let that be it then. Trying to think, because either he waits here all fucking day. Alright. Honestly, that's all he's gonna do, because he needs to get to the castle, and if he tries sneaking around or any hijinks, he might jeopardize that, so.
Okay, go ahead and roll a history check and then an insight check. Para mí, por favor.
13 history, 8 insight.
You're trying to think of, is there any way you could get out of a technicality? Like, could you like walk around and then claim, you said that I wasn't allowed to leave tonight. You didn't say anything about tomorrow or something and what that would mean for you. And your knowledge of your parents is that they think that you killed someone, despite the fact that you literally didn't.
Yeah.
So the chances of them, like, taking your word for it that it was, like, just a little mistake, like you misremembered, is probably not excellent.
Yeah.
However, something that you do know is that someone wants you to go to the ball.
Yeah.
Someone wants you to go to the ball. What are the chances that your parents are going to be able to stop? They might be able to stop you from going of your own volition. But are they going to be able to stop someone getting you there if they want to? You know?
Yeah. Well, he's gonna open the door, and regardless of if the guards are there or not, he's gonna walk just forward like he's making his way out.
Oh, so like he opens the door and walks out. So you open the door, and I'll roll for it. The guards are there, and you open the door, and they say, Master Vahrae, where are you going? Have you been instructed by your parents to remain?
They said I wasn't allowed to leave yesterday.
No, they were quite clear with us that you're not allowed to leave until you will leave the ball.
Oh. Feeling a bit ill. There's an apothecary across the road.
Well, we'll be happy to take you there or bring medicine back for you. What's wrong?
Feeling ill. He's gonna like turn and keep walking.
Master Vahrae, are you gonna stop?
Yes, he's gonna just like turn to look back around. Oh.
You've been instructed not to leave this room. I think it would be wise to let us go get you some medicine if you're feeling ill.
No. Look, mate. Just pretend you didn't see me leave. I can open up the window.
I'm afraid that that's not possible. We are employed by your parents to keep you safe and to...
This is really keeping me safe.
Well, perhaps from yourself.
You think I'm the problem?
In any case, we've been instructed to keep you in this room. We won't detain you, but...
You won't detain me.
Not forcibly.
Alright. He turns around and keeps walking.
Master Vahrae, and he's gonna, keep following after you.
Look, you can follow all you want. If you can't detain me physically, you're just going to keep following.
It was my understanding that you wanted to go to the ball.
No, I'm going to go.
Well, no. You won't be allowed to.
Will I not?
The moment I tell your parents.
Don't have to tell them. Also, regardless, somebody wants me there, so...
He cocks his head to the side. It doesn't matter whether you want.
No, it does.
If your parents find you gone, then...
It doesn't matter what my parents want.
They've gone to see your sister.
Have they now?
Indeed.
Whoa.
And I think that it would be quite difficult for them to come back and hear that you have disobeyed them.
Then I ought to be back before they come back. Castle's a bit far from here.
What is it that you aim to do?
I don't know.
Is that more important than your parents' peace of mind?
Yes. Look, mate, I tried to give them peace of mind last night. They don't want that from me. They want what they can expect. They think I'm some hoodlum. Some degenerate. Might as well just give them that image. Now you can follow me if you want. You can run your mouth to my parents if you want. I won't change a thing.
You better go sow your wild oats. You should be packing your bags this afternoon.
Sure.
And the guard rolls his eyes and goes back. To his post.
To his post.
His post.
Okay. He is going to initially go to the apothecary was with the lady being like, you forgot something, right?
I don't have to remember how to do that voice.
He's gonna go there.
Okay.
And yeah, he's gonna walk in.
What is what is the purpose of his going there? Will I find out? I suppose.
Find out.
Okay, got it. Give me 2 seconds to pull up information about the apothecary from 100 years ago. Okay. Oh wow, I've done well. This isn't it, but it is close. It was 11 episodes ago. Okay. You were there.
There you go.
Very good. Okay. Got it. So you go to the apothecary. How early is it when you go?
I feel like right in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, his parents probably left early to go.
So you leave the hotel. You see as you look out over the square, since the hotel's the bottom of the square, the sort of farmer's market tent type situation is starting to be put up. There are some tents that are permanent installation type things, and then people are just coming to their spot with their stuff, arranging things. So you get the idea that it is early enough that probably the apothecary is not necessarily open for business, but that doesn't mean that she's not there being her little creepy friggin' self. Okay, so you make your way towards the tent. You don't see any, like, the banner that you saw the prior time. Probably it's not up yet. Good roll history to see how easy it is for him to find her.
12.
Cool. So it takes you like a good long while. Like, you're not crazy, but you case the joint and then you can't find it. You do like another circle. Are you trying to make it back before your parents get back, or are you just like,
that would be ideal, but yeah,
it is what it is. So you're like hastening somewhat, when you hear the familiar croning of an old lady, and as she hangs up some, like Eye of Newt, string of body parts that are relevant. And like she like hangs it on the thing.
Okay. He's going to walk up to her and go, "Are you open?"
Oh, goodness.
Sorry.
No, we're not open yet, young high elf.
Right. You willing to have a conversation?
Well, it depends for the right price.
What's your price?
She, like, looks up to the stars and starts, like, her eyes, like, cross, and she starts, like, twitching a little bit. And she's kind of making odd noises.
You're right.
10 gold. That should be easy for a Thornagold.
Oh, you know who I am.
Aha.
Then you should know that's not too easy for Vahrae Thornagold.
Well, I don't know. Perhaps you've got some pocket change?
I do. Do you want to go inside?
She's gonna, like, undo the little tie, and it, like, swings open, and she, like, creepily beckons you inside as you walk past her to go inside. And you see it's like mostly out. There's still some stuff in bags, but she's like basically ready to party.
He's like looking around, kind of like smelling the medicinal smell.
All the jars and the whatever.
Is there anything else you want besides money?
Oh.
Something I could trade you for?
Well, I suppose that depends on what you had in mind.
I'm not sure what you want.
Well, I suppose you could trade me 1,000,000 gold.
It's still money, isn't it?
The life of my dead husband.
Maybe if I was into some dark magic, I could do something about that.
Well, then I'm not sure that you've got anything that I would want.
Alright. He's going to reach into his, like, bag of holding and pull out 10 gold and give them to her.
And she, like, she sees it, and her eyes light up. She's like, ah, would you look at that?
That's all I have.
I'd seen it in my crystal ball.
Did you know?
No, of course not. Those things don't work.
I wouldn't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, the genuine article.
It is.
Now, how can I help you, young man?
I'm in a bit of trouble. I was looking for some help. You mentioned something that I've forgotten. If I'd be interested in knowing. I'm rather interested now.
Something that you'd forgotten. No, well, it's not ringing a bell.
Is it not?
It's just a little joke. Yes, it's plain on your face.
Oh?
That which you had forgotten.
Well, do you know what it is already?
Of course not, but I can find out.
How would we go about doing that?
Well, I shall put you in a trance.
Okay.
I shall have my familiar watch the store. And
Vahrae's like, who?
out from the corner hops a very large, warty, bullfrog-looking creature. Rabbit. Rabbit.
What's his name?
Go to hell.
You didn't come up with one?
No.
You need to learn your fucking lesson.
Friggin', do you have a good one?
No, I'm not freaking bailing you out of this one.
Roast beef.
What a fun name.
It's his favourite food.
Is it not?
Now, run along now. And don't give things away this time. I remember last time. We've got to make a profit. The frog, rabbit, hops away to the, away, gone, bye, leaves. I'm just like, now come with me. Undoes another thing and leads you into, if you imagine Animal Crossing, when you would go to What's-Her-Face's, she reads your future thing. It's like that. She's got a tent, and then the tent has
a tent inside it.
Yeah, like a tent, a back room type thing. She opens it, and you see a blanket on the floor, a body pillow, not like an anime husbando, but just a pillow that you lay on your whole body, and things of that nature. It's very sort of what goes on back here, And in the middle of the room is a table with a crystal ball.
They don't work, but you have one.
That's for the aesthetic.
I see.
Your people expect it, and then you don't have it, and they say, where's the crystal ball?
They're smart.
You don't think that you're, a real psychic if you don't have one.
Are you a psychic?
Of sorts, a medium.
Oh. It's not alchemy.
Some think I'm a large. Aha! She slaps. Oh, a little joke.
Alright.
Now, are you sure that's what you want? Some people find such memories so painful.
I don't think I could be hurt by anything anymore.
Good Lord. What are you, 19?
Exactly.
I think that you will find that there are various myriad ways in which the world can hurt you.
I'm sure it can.
Even when you've been rent and all your flesh has been removed from your body. the ways in which the world can just dig some nails in there. And
I think the only way that I could be hurt is if someone died. Which hopefully that doesn't happen.
Would you like to talk to someone who's died? That's more sort of my speed.
No.
I'm happy to tack that on as a service if you'd be interested. It would be just an additional 2 gold.
No, I don't have any more.
Well, maybe next time. All right. Nothing happens. Lie down.
Alright. He lies down.
You see, as you lie down, that she starts lighting, putting into incense holders incense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much Vahrae has had to do with incense, but these are very, peculiar looking incense. They're little creatures of incense. And they each have a point on the top that she's lighting.
Okay.
And golly gee willikers, do they smell different from one another. It's not like everything kind of blends together to be patchouli and whatever. Yeah. It's that one is cinnamon apple. This one is summer breezes. Yeah. It's they definitely 4 distinct smells are happening. And you lie down and you shut your eyes and you hear sort of start to chant something. It's like some like made up language or language you've never heard, kind of lowly. And she's, what was that? Roast beef? Give me a moment. Was that his name?
Roast beef.
Was it roast
yeah.
beef? Okay, cool. And she's like goes back to it, and then you hear another. She's like, I guess I can make change. Give me a moment. And she like goes out, leaves. Are your eyes open? Like
Yeah.
you're watching the whole thing. So you see her leave. It's just like incense everywhere. You go ahead and roll a perception check.
7.
You see a variety of books back here, like stacked up on one another. A lot of them are in languages that you don't recognize as languages. And you see in one of the books, it is rather thin, and it has on the spine written a pre- and post-war map of Yennefer. You also see ones that look like alchemical tomes.
Okay.
With potentially potion recipes and stuff in there. And at length, she comes back and says, now, where were we? Now, lie down. You're lying down already. Now, close your eyes. Breathe deeply the smell of the incense, and you shall remember that which you have forgotten.
All right. He like does that.
So your eyes are shut, you're breathing deeply, and is Vahrae trying to remember something specific?
No. He, I think, is grasping for straws of what to do. And he's like, if I've forgotten something, maybe it's important. And maybe it would help me.
So there's nothing in particular. Is there anything like the realm of sort of things that he would like to recall?
I think anything to do with Josephine Farniel, but I mean, he doubts that he's forgotten anything that would be of value in this moment about them.
And as you lie there and you're breathing the incense deeply, are you drinking the Kool-Aid? Like, are you trying to be one with the spirit realm or whatever she wants? Like, are you trying to, like, are you letting go of yourself? Or are you like, oh, take me there. If this is real, you're going to grab me by the hand and take me there.
That.
Okay, so he's very skeptical.
Yeah.
So as you're lying there feeling stupider by every passing moment, you hear sort of a rustling next to you.
Okay, he's gonna like kind of crack one eye open and look over.
And you see her. She's very close to you, like much closer to you than she was before. And she's like, no peeking.
I think he looks at her. He's like, okay, closes his eyes again, and he's so like, I'm gonna get fucking robbed. Like, this lady's gonna try to like pickpocket me or some shit. Like, this is all a ruse.
And as you smell the whatever, you suddenly hear like a jingling sound, but sort of like a tambourine, sort of like near your body. Do you open your eyes or anything?
I think he just kind of smiles a bit.
Relax. This is to help your passage to the realm of thoughts and memories. And she continues to jingle the whatever next to your ear. And as you're lying there, sound whatever, go ahead, roll a perception check.
Oh, yeah. Unnatural 20?
You feel a hand or something, probably a hand, hopefully it's a hand, on your sort of like hip side.
I think he like opens his eyes and like looks at the hand.
You see that the hand is gone. like nothing is there. And you look back up at her, and she's holding something from your pocket, very clearly, something, whatever you had, a candy wrapper, whatever. And she puts it into her pocket and says, "Well,
What is this?
did you remember?"
No.
"Oh, well,
Is this just a ruse?
of course not. Perhaps you are just not suited to..."
Oh, is that true?
"Yes, indeed. Doesn't seem that you're..."
You're just feeling me up then?
"What? No, I was doing nothing."
You were doing nothing. Just trying to see if I'm a big swinger.
"I don't know what that means at all. Look, we can try it again, but..."
Or, if we don't want to have any problems, you can help me out in a different way. And you keep your 10 gold.
"In a different way?"
Yeah.
"Well, I haven't done it in a long time, but I can give it a go."
What do you think I'm asking?
"I don't know."
Good Christ. Do you have a potion that teleports people?
"Teleportation? Of course not. Where would you get such a thing? Do you think I would sell it to you if I did have it?"
I think you would.
"Well, I wouldn't. I would use it.
Oh?
I would go to the beach. I would leave this all behind and spend my life in..."
You know you could go to the fucking beach.
"Well, maybe a young lad like you with time and money and all that sort of thing, but not me." You want to roll an insight check?
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
She seems to be giving it straight to you. Like, she looks very surprised that you've mentioned a teleportation potion. "Look, I understand that you have some misgivings, but you've got to come with me. You can't just lie there and think this is all some sort of hooey. You know, I know your sort, and if you're going to remember that which you have forgotten, then you need trust.
I need to trust.
You need to breathe deeply the
It's
incense."
hard to trust a lady that has her hands in my pocket.
You see her, like, something else from your pocket is sticking out of her other pocket. She, like, shoves it back in. She's like, "Well, that's unrelated. Look, I promise you it will be worth every penny that you've got."
Would it?
It would.
I'll tell you this. I'll give it another go. If anything else is missing from my person, his hands seem very useful to you, so I wouldn't risk it again.
Is that a threat?
No. It's not a threat at all.
What is it then?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Are you coming on to me?
Is that what you want it to
As
be?
I said, I'm a married woman.
He's dead.
An old widow, you little bastard. I can call the guards and have them here in a moment. Lie down.
Yes, ma'am. He lies down.
Shut your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Now this time, you've got to meditate. Relax your entire body. Allow the incense to permeate every orifice of your body. Every single orifice of your body. Smell the incense. Relax. Is he doing that?
Yes.
Okay, like he's giving it his best shot?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a flat d20.
15.
Okay. You're lying there, nothing is happening. You're trying to laugh. Try not to laugh at her saying orifice. You're imagining what it would look like for incense to permeate your orifice and trying to not think about that. All you feel the hard ground, cold ground beneath your back. You hear the weird tambourines. You're trying to focus on not being worried that she's going to stick her hand in your bag of holding, if you will, or anywhere else. And these tambourine bells or whatever, I don't know what you would call them, the sound of the tambourine kind of changes. And it sounds sort of the familiar sound of very many people speaking.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, it sounds like you're in a room that is full of people.
Okay. He's gonna open his eyes.
You open your eyes, and you see surrounding you is just like an absolute freaking load of people. It's like it's like an audience.
Yeah.
And they're all looking at you very bizarrely. Like they're all like raising an eyebrow at you and sort of half smiling, like they're trying to be polite.
Okay.
But they're not. They're and sort of amusedly at you. And so many people all around you, and they're huge. They're enormously tall. Like so incredible. You're like waist height on the shortest one.
Okay.
And they're just staring at you, and you're alone in the middle of this room, and you hear someone say, "Come on, Vahrae."
He's gonna look to see who said it.
And you look and you see an incredibly tall and incredibly young version of your mother.
Okay. He's gonna follow.
Well, as you assess the situation, you see her looking at you, and she's also looking at you kind of expectantly. And as you decide that you want to follow, like, do whatever it is she wants, you realize that you're holding a violin. And you look at your hands, and they don't look anything like your hands. Mm-hmm. They look like the hands of a much younger Vahrae. Mm. And you're wearing a ill-fitting suit. And holding this violin, and she's looking at you and kind of like egging you on. Mm-hmm. Show them what you've learned.
Okay. He's gonna, like, go forward to wherever she's pointing him to go. Mm-hmm. And go there and, like, look out at everyone.
Well.
I think he's gonna raise it up. Like he knows how to do. Put the bow to the strings.
Good, roll a performance check.
Nat 20.
Dang, bro. Okay. This is an unfamiliar body to you after having been stretched out quite a bit. But it is a violin's a violin, even if it's small and even if your hands are a little bit odd. And you put the bow to the strings and you play some run, something that you would play now.
Yeah.
Like intensely good. And everyone's eyes are just like huge, and they like step back and, surrounded by like cacophonous, like whatever. And you can hear them all like whispering, saying, "I was so talented. And he's going to be quite a catch when he grows up." All of that as you like continue to play things. And your mom has got like her hands clasped under her chin, and she's looking at you like she's the proudest she could possibly be. Yeah. And as you look into this crowd, you look around, you're looking for your father. Mm-hmm. And you see, as you look around, that he's not there. But you hear his voice. You look over towards the direction of his voice, and you see that he is talking to someone.
Okay.
In sort of a hallway off of this, wherever this main area is. Mm-hmm. It is an unfamiliar setting. Or you can go ahead and roll a history check.
16.
As a child, you went to a party at some government official's house. And you've been there very few times, but you recognize this as their, like, they have a ballroom because they're cool, like rich. And you look off to this other room and this hallway, and you see your father sort of talking animatedly, and you see like his shadow on the far wall. But there you are playing the violin.
Okay. He's gonna walk towards his father.
Vahrae, what are you doing?
I think he's just gonna keep walking.
Vahrae, I'm speaking to you. Excuse me. And your mom is gonna like run up behind you. Do you have your violin still, or did you like put it down, or?
I think he still has it.
Okay. She runs up behind you. She's like, Vahrae, what is going on? I've told you to play for the guest of the party.
He's gonna like kind of glance up at her and then keep walking towards his dad.
Vahrae Thundergold, you come here now. She's gonna grab your shoulder and kind of turn you around. You get the sense you're probably like 8 or something like that.
I'm going to Dad.
Has something upset you? Have I upset you?
No.
Well, then what is this?
Dad's gone. He's over there.
He'll be back shortly. Now do as I've said.
I want to go talk to him.
All right, fine. Go talk to him. And she's like, walks off in a huff. And she goes off probably to find Yusufi or whatever Yusufi's, like with the other very young children.
Yeah.
And you walk towards that room, and you see, as you walk towards the hallway, you see that your father is talking to someone, and they're shaking hands. And
can I see the person that he's talking to?
yes, you can see them.
Do they look familiar?
It is Monsterel Fenra.
Okay.
And you look up at him, and he looks at you before your dad realizes you're there and opens his mouth to say something, and your dad picks you up like big. You're little for like a child, but you're still like, it would be a big deal to pick you up. And he picks you up and says, "Yes, son, this man, Professor, he's going to make us lots and lots of money." And shakes his hand more. Lots more, as I should say.
Oh.
You say that to him. And your father opens his mouth to speak, and you see the memories start to fade.
Okay.
And it all becomes sort of cloudy around you. And you feel your mind kind of unfocus. Go ahead, roll a Constitution save.
7.
The memory fades from your view, but at the very last moment, you see him looking at you with a pure, cold resentment.
Who?
Monsterel.
Okay.
He's smiling at you, but you can see in his eyes that there's a deep contempt.
Can you roll insight on that?
Yeah.
Just wondering if it's because he doesn't have his child, who might be of similar age. 23.
The only thing that you have to compare this to is seeing the way that Frenthius looked at your father.
Oh, when they asked about his family?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was incredibly dissimilar. The way that Frenthius, his candor towards your parents, because you don't know him really. You know, things happen around you. You hear tell of things. It's not like you had any relationship with him personally, but your parents had talked about it and decided that they were going to make some sort of comment, which you had probably privately and unconsciously decided would have been in incredibly poor taste.
Yeah.
But never said anything. and at whatever soiree they were at that he was present, your dad putting a hand on his shoulder like he could possibly relate, and the way that Frenthius looked up at him was very different. But that doesn't mean that it's because it could very well be a reaction to that. And Frenthius's look was much more dark and longing and overwhelmed and overcome. And this one is much colder. Might just be a difference of personality. Mm-hmm. But I would say that that's a solid working theory. And the memory fades from your mind.
Okay.
And you wake up. You feel like you have slept for 800 years. You don't even smell anything anymore. And you wake up coughing because there's so much smoke in the room. And you hear, goodness. Sorry about that. She's like billowing the smoke out of the back room. You hear a tiny frog dying in the corner. Well, you see that you listen to me and you get what you want. Now, whatever you saw, you can let me know if that wasn't worth the 12 gold, 2 pieces of pocket lint, 2 candy wrappers.
12 gold? I have 10. I gave you 10.
Right, 10 gold. You tell me that it wasn't worth that. If you leave a review, she hands you like a note card and a pencil. Perhaps you saw the testimonial board out front. You can receive 25% off of any potion within reason.
I think I'm alright. I won't be here much longer.
Well.
Thank you. He stands up.
I never thought Vahrae Thornagold would darken my door.
Well, you fancy yourself lucky?
I shall journal it.
What?
I journal.
Oh, you write about me in your diary?
I shall.
Well, make sure to include that I was extremely handsome.
I intend to. And if you ever learn anything about raising the dead, look me up.
I will do.
Goodbye.
He nods his head and walks out.
Cool.
What time of day is it? Is it still relatively early?
It is. It's definitely, everything is set up. And there are
Okay.
people in the farmer's market. So.
Fuck. He's gonna book it back to the hotel.
Cool. So, while you're running back to the hotel, other people are waking up in the world, including our friends at the castle.
Hey.
Tavumile and Iffy,
Hanging me.
having had your very extensive hairdo taken down by one Wisty Jones and changed out of your fancy dress into your regular you got some cool pajamas, yeah, some fancy schmancy PJs, and fallen asleep. And did you go to bed in separate beds or the same bed?
Separate.
Who wakes up first?
Tavumile.
Cool. Oh yeah, she would wake up at the frickin' crack of dawn.
Yeah. I think she wakes up, kind of sits up and stretches, looks over at Iffy, and Iffy's like a mess in the bed. Yeah. Hair everywhere, yeah. I think that she thinks about how she had asked Seneschal Green for a sending potion and never received one. And just like wonders where he is, and then thinks about how she's kind of hungry and all that. And I think she like kind of quietly gets out of bed and goes and opens the door.
Oh yeah? Cool. It is dark out. Like she woke up at early, like it's 5:30 a.m. thinking about all those things. Ivy, do you want to roll a check with disadvantage to see if you just happen to wake up?
Sure. It's funny because she's not trying to sneak around. She's
just... But she's not waking Iffy up.
Yeah. She's just like, let her sleep.
Is she trying to not wake Iffy up?
I think, yeah, just because she's like, she knows that she wakes up friggin' hecka early. What is it, a perception?
Yeah.
7.
Iffy says something funny in her sleep and continues sleeping.
Oh, you daggone nabbit.
You daggone nabbit.
Daggone nabbit, you know nut.
Tavumile hears that.
I think she kind of like smiles a little bit and then just opens the door.
Okay. So you are walking around and it is early enough. There are candles lit still because it's dark out. And there are like lamps and all that stuff and various maids that are sweeping, like cleaning, getting ready for the day. Nobody else is really awake. And they're sort of looking at you, kind of like smiling, looking at the fact that you're in your pajamas, at raising an eyebrow, and kind of continuing on with their lives.
I think that Tavumile is kind of curious because she's like, I remember that Mr. Green said that we weren't going to walk around by ourselves anymore, but I don't see anyone to walk me around. And so she's kind of like, well, that's on him, I guess.
So you just like start...
I think she's just...
off in a direction?
Yeah, I think because she's like... I think, one, she doesn't really understand how anything works. So she's kind of like, I don't know, I'm hungry. And also, I'm not going to get back to sleep. And there's nothing in the room but a bed. And I would really like to do something. So I could walk around a bit.
So you just start roaming the castle?
Yeah.
You see a few maids are kind of looking at you like, maybe we should, I don't know. Like, they're like, maybe this is someone else's
Problem.
thing. Yeah. You're walking around. Do you have a specific target that you're trying to go to?
Not necessarily. I think that probably she's like looking at the art on the walls and like kind of taking in everything. Like she's kind of just like perusing generally.
Okay, good. Roll a perception check.
17.
You smell something really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as you turn the corner, you're like following your eyes. You're like, oh, pretty tapestry. People looking at me funny. Oh, wow, pretty, stained glass window. You're following your eyes, and all of a sudden you just hear like, you smell like bacon and sausages, and even better than that, fruit and pastries being cooked. Like all the breakfast smells have combined together to make something wonderful.
She's gonna follow her nose. She like has it up.
Walking around in your pajamas, and you walk around the corner. You're following this smell. Your attention is being pulled out by all these different like beautiful things, and all of a sudden, you hear someone say, "Excuse me."
Yes.
Are you okay?
What does she look like?
She's a young maid. She's like probably around your age. And she is one of the only people that you've seen who's like around your age. Everyone else has been like 30s plus.
Yeah.
And she is a summer Eldrin girl. Very short, much shorter than you. And has her hair in very, like, kind of like braided and then up in like a cap.
Okay. Oh, I'm alright. I was a bit hungry and then I smelled all that. And so I was going towards it. I'm Tavumile, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name is Shula.
Shula?
Yes.
That's
I'm a
a
maid
pretty
here at the
name.
castle, if that wasn't evident.
I don't know what would make it evident.
With my uniform.
Is that a uniform?
Yes.
I thought that maybe you all just wanted to call me.
That's so funny. So I I don't know if it is your custom to walk around in your pajamas.
I don't have any other clothes.
I can get you something to change into if you like. That way.
Is it not allowed?
Well, it's not that it's not allowed. But it just, it's a bit, not done, I suppose. A bit scandalous.
Oh, like one of the things that would get me in the newspaper.
Well, probably not. But just to avoid unnecessary things like that, I could get you just a dress to wear if you'd like to come with me.
Okay.
Okay. And she's gonna like take you with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I beg your pardon. I don't know. Are you a guest for the ball or?
Oh no, I'm just staying here for a bit.
Have you got a title or?
No. Tavumile.
Well, I mean,
Is that what you mean?
I wasn't sure if you were nobility related to one of the families who've come.
No, I'm just a farmer.
I see. I just wanted to make sure before I overstepped, or to prevent me from overstepping, to make sure that
Overstep or?
nothing. So the only dresses that I have to give you are I've got a maid's uniform that you could change into all my personal dresses.
I guess whatever you don't mind giving me.
Well, I would like it back, if that's all right with you.
Yes.
Okay. So if you just follow me to my room, have you really not got something else to wear?
I have a pretty orange dress that is really fancy and quite uncomfortable. And I have boys' clothes that don't really fit me.
And that's all?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll get you something to wear. Now come with me. And she kind of like leads you off from where you are. This beautiful, she's leading you away from the food, which is sad. And is leading you from this beautifully ornate, decorated, like beautiful carpet, window, mosaics, everything, into a hallway, down a hallway that is much more plain, and then to a door that is just wooden and like wrought iron fixtures. And she says, I'll be right back.
All right.
Just wait right here. And she goes to the door, and you can see kind of on the other side that it's just more hallways. Like she's not going into a room. And then you are standing there outside of the very profoundly different looking place.
Yeah. I think that she just like leans against the wall with her hands behind her and like waits and like patters her feet on the ground, listening to it like echo down the hallway.
And you hear people come up to you every now and again and say, "Excuse me, miss, is there something I can help you with?"
Oh no, I've forgotten her name. Another maid is helping me. She's just grabbing something real quick.
Oh, well, if you're taken care of.
Shula!
Oh, Shula, yes. Well, I'll leave you in her hands then.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good morning.
Then, like, a few minutes later, someone said, "Hello, I wanted to make sure that you were all right."
Oh yes, I'm quite all right, and Shula is helping me out.
All right, well, if you need anything, you can always holler.
Have a good morning.
Curtsy. Like, this happens several times. And then Shula comes back, and you hear her, like, as she opens the door, giggling. She's like, "She's really pretty, and she's a spring eldrin." And, like, eyebrow, you can't hear her eyebrows raised, so you can imagine it. And then you hear another one be like, "Was that the one that we saw at the ball yesterday?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's the same one." And she opens the door, and you see the other two girls kind of like go off on their own to do something. And she comes out with a dress, and she's like, "Well, I've got one now, so we can go back to your quarters and you can change into it.
Okay, can I change into it here?
I'll get in trouble if you come into the maid's quarters.
Or I could do it in the hallway.
Oh, no, do you remember we were talking about scandalous?
Yes.
That would be probably, I think you might be in the newspaper for that.
Oh, let's not do that then.
We can go back to your room if you...
Okay.
Is that not...
It's quite a bit a ways from here, and I really wanted to go eat some of that food.
Well, if that's not to your liking, there's a bathroom in this wing that's got a sitting room.
Okay.
If you'd like to change in there.
Sure.
All right. And she takes you to this bathroom. Very ornate and beautiful. And literally the only people you see are maids and butlers. You don't see any soul. You go in there and you're able to change. What does the dress look like?
The dress?
Yeah. Just for peel back the curtain a little bit, we just had to wait like 30 minutes just because people were playing music in their car. This is the life of podcasting.
This is the stuff that we cut out.
We always cut this. I think this is the first time we've ever left this in the event you decide to. At length.
The dress
What does the dress look like?
Dark green with brown, like, little ribbons. Like, it's very simple. It's like a short sleeve dress, square neck, has like ribbon around the rims of the sleeves, the collar, and then where the waist is, and then it's like pleated bottom. Mm-hmm. And it's a little bit short on her because
she's tall.
Yeah.
And you see Shula looks at you and notices that and goes, well, it's better than pajamas. And she says, I'll get this sent back to your room.
The pajamas?
Yes, if you like. Unless you have some more there. Or we'll send some fresh ones up. Don't worry about them, is all I mean to say. Now, you had said something about...
Food. I'm so hungry.
Well...
Or maybe I could help make it.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that sort of thing. I'm afraid it's not done yet. But if you're really hungry, I could get you something, maybe like a biscuit. I think those should be ready.
Well, I can wait if it's not ready yet. Is there anything that I can help with around here?
Oh,
anything I could do?
You don't need to worry about that sort of thing.
I'm not worried about it.
Well, no. I'm afraid not.
I guess I'll just keep walking around then.
All right. Are you bored?
Well, usually I wake up really early and then I have to feed Barley and the chickens and get them fresh water from the river and make sure that all is in order, and then I'll have breakfast with my mum usually, and then I'll go out into my fields and do farming for a really long time until it's dark. I'm not used to just sitting around.
Quite frankly, I'm not either. But some of the other ladies seem to enjoy things like reading.
I'm not very good at reading, and I can't read in Elvish.
Oh? What can you read? Is it common?
Yes.
I could get you some books in common if you like.
Okay. She looks a little sad.
I don't know that there's anything that you could do this early. I'm even in town. And I don't think it's safe for a young lady to walk about by herself.
Probably not.
So...
Do you like buttons?
Oh, as much as anything else, I suppose.
Do you like to sew?
I do.
Do you have some?
Some buttons?
And, like, needles and sewing thread?
I do.
Maybe I could do that for a bit.
So, is there something in particular you like to make?
No. I could make your dress look really pretty.
Oh, well,
It's really pretty as it is, but I have a friend who, every time his jacket breaks, that I'll fix it up for him, but I always put a little picture on it too.
a picture?
I embroider.
Well,
I guess I can't really do that while I'm wearing it.
why don't I bring you some needles and some embroidery floss, and I could bring you all the supplies that you need, and maybe you could just put something together.
Okay. Could you bring me some buttons?
Yes, I can. Do you have a particular sort that you like?
No. Just any of your favourites.
Well, they won't be mine. I mean, if it was just mine, it would be buttons to replace the ones that fall off my uniform and things like that. But I think that there might be some that some of the ladies use for embroidery, so they'd be quite fine. And if you want like a matching set, I can bring that. If you just like an assortment.
An assortment?
All right. And I'll prepare all those things, and then probably in about 30 minutes I can have it sent to your room if you like.
Okay.
All right. Would you like me to bring you back now?
No, it's all right. Tavumile's just like looking around.
Did you want to walk around a bit more?
I don't know. Probably.
All right, well, I'll have it sent to your room. Is it a single, or will someone be there to open the door, or will you need...
Oh.
We can leave it outside if you like.
Well, there should be someone there, unless she leaves. If she leaves, then there'll be no one there.
All right, well, we'll knock on the door then.
All right.
Okay. Well, do you need my help finding anywhere in particular? We've got a lovely garden.
No, that's all right. I already saw the garden.
I see. Well, if you need anything, you can let us know.
Thank you.
And she, like, curtsies and kind of looks at you funny.
Have a good morning.
You as well.
And Tavumile's gonna, like, just kind of continue wandering the halls.
Is she going to go back to the room in her approximation of a half hour? Or is she
Yeah,
just gonna...
in her approximation of a half hour.
Okay, go ahead, roll a, what would that be? Insight check?
Survival?
Do you want to do survival?
Sure.
What's your plus?
0.
Oh, okay, sure, we'll do survival.
5.
I will let you decide if you think 30 minutes is 2 minutes or you think 30 minutes is 2 hours.
Probably like 2 hours.
So you're just roaming the castle. You start at one end, you walk. Yeah, there's a lot to look at, and the fact that the sunlight begins to start streaming through the windows, is lost on her as an indicator of time, and it's more like, oh, I can see more things.
Yeah.
You know, like it just starts illuminating more interesting things. You start seeing people in uniform, like some of the ministers or government-related sort, or...
I feel like everyone she passes by, she'll say good morning to.
And they all, like, give you, like, nod at you officially, or they greet you warmly or some other thing. You see some more maids, and then you see sort of people just kind of milling about, doing whatever it is they're doing. You see women in beautiful dresses that are just standing there, like waving a fan, and you're like, they're just, what are they, set dressing? Like, they're not doing anything in particular. Go ahead and roll a perception check as Iffy, because there's a window in your room.
15.
The light beam from this window has managed to land directly across Iffy's eyes. And wherever she is in her dreams right now, she is very, very hot. It's very bright.
She like thrashes around in the blankets, like sits up. Her like hair is everywhere. She's like, ugh.
And as you do that, you look around and you see that Tavumile's gone and that the room is light.
God damn it. She's gonna like swing her legs out from over the bed and like go look at herself in the mirror and be like, well, and like open the door to see if there's anyone standing out there.
You look a hot mess. You open the door and you see at your feet a little box that is like,
It's gonna have her fucking my finger in it. I swear to God. She like picks it up.
yeah, her head is in this box. You pick it up. It's on like a sterling silver tray, which is stupid. And you pick it up off the ground. And you open it, and it's just like embroidery floss, if you even know what that is. Buttons, some canvas, some other fabric.
What? If this is supposed to be some riddle, I'm not awake enough for this. I feel like she like sets it down and like steps outside of the door and just is like looking around to be like, is there anyone? I ain't fixing to go to jail today. And Seneschal Green made it real clear that I was not to walk around by myself no more. Even though I didn't fucking do nothing.
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
You're like accidentally saying that out loud.
Yeah.
There are people like looking at you like,
Good morning.
good morning. Walk away.
Good morning.
Rude as heck. This like elderly woman gives you like the stink eye and keeps walking. All these people are looking at you.
There's no... Alright. She's gonna like go back into the room and like sort of fix her hair. Like run her fingers through it. And, like... I don't know. Like if there's any elastics that Misty left, she'll like...
Wisty,
whoops. Left. She'll like try to pull it back because she doesn't have a hairbrush and she's like, this looks bad.
Yeah, there's like some piece of string that she used.
She like pulls it back and she walks out of the door and I think she's gonna look for a maid and be like,
you open the door, you walk out, and you hear behind it, oh.
If he's gonna like stick her head around.
Good morning. Oh. And you see on the other side is Seneschal Green, who quickly covers his eyes and turns around.
Why are you...
I can come back if you're indisposed.
Honey, I ain't fucking naked.
Mrs. Bomwee. Language, please.
I ain't freaking naked.
I'll come back when you're presentable.
What are you talking about?
You're in your...
I'm presentable.
Sweeping clothes.
Honey, I don't got no other clothes except for the other ones that are not of this station, I guess.
Ah, I see. Well,
Look, do you know where Tavumile is?
What?
She's not here. I had a little platter out here of buttons and sewing needles.
Yes, I saw that.
I have no clue what that is for.
Well, I shall have some quos sent to you. What are you, like a 32? 34?
I ain't got the foggiest idea. What?
Tall.
I'm 6'4".
Forget it. I'll have some quos sent to your womb. And I shall delegate finding Tavumile.
All right.
post-haste.
What about that sanding potion?
Well, I came to discuss that with you.
Oh.
He's like facing the other way still.
Honey, look me in the eyes.
He looks kind of over his shoulder a little bit. Given your maverick nature,
Right.
which is becoming increasingly apparent, I'm afraid for the present moment it would not be wise to have you endlessly sending. And I've spoken to the maids about this. I'll have to prohibit it within castle walls, as is my right as a Talenthi seneschal.
Uh-huh.
Of course, as discussed, you're free to leave the castle, but given the circumstances, it is my opinion that that is profoundly unwise, is what I had planned to say to you. Would you like to send to Tavumile?
No.
Well, I shall have the maids...
If you can't find her, then yeah.
We will locate her and bring her back here.
Why don't you ask Tavumile why she wanted it in the first place? I mean, she asked for it. I don't know why she wanted it.
In any case, we will locate her. I want to apologize to both of you in person for my candor yesterday. That was unacceptable and I have no excuse.
What, you get in trouble or something?
No, not about that.
Don't look like such a kicked puppy.
Well, as you know, I am the king's seneschal, and henceforth I must delegate your keeping to the servants.
Alright.
In an hour or so, a maid will come to take you to breakfast, assuming you're both here.
Right.
To lunch, and if you choose to go, prepare you for the ball.
Right.
Please continue to maintain discretion as far as the circumstances of your stay at the palace are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
He's like looking around to make sure that there's there's not like folks here, whatever. And you guys are very close to each other, despite him refusing to look at you. Please keep at the forefront of your mind the potentially dire consequences of not maintaining said discretion.
I understand.
Please impress upon your friend the direness as well, when I return her to you. He waits.
What?
Did you hear me?
I did.
Well, breakfast should be finished soon.
Alright.
He walks away.
If he rolls her eyes and goes back into the room. I think that she just lays on the bed, staring at the ceiling, fuming, because she's like, get me out of here.
So you're fuming. Linus is telling some folks to go find a goofy little spring elegant girl as she just makes laps around the palace, waiting for 30 minutes to be up in her heart. Is Finch still asleep under Linus's bed? I mean, he gets up and gets ready to go to work, so...
No. I think Finch leaves the room before Linus wakes up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I think he's also just wandering the halls.
Do you want to roll a perception check?
Yeah. As Finch? Or...
No, I'm doing that.
You're rolling the perception check.
I'm rolling the perception check. Okay, cool. So you sneak out before Linus wakes up. Mm-hmm. Are you sneaking out as Finch, or are you sneaking out as a little beast?
As Finch.
Okay. So you leave, you shut the door, and you're give your brother a look. And you're just wandering the halls.
My brother has hidden depths that I never knew. And I don't want to know.
How early has he woken up?
I think probably before it's light out.
Okay, so the same thing
as
Tavumile. Is he going to a particular, same thing, he's just going anywhere?
Yeah, I think he's running his hand dejectedly across the wall.
And as you do that, go ahead and roll a perception check.
As Finch?
Yeah.
Unnatural 20.
Every now and again, someone will approach you and say, "Oh, hello there, young man.
Hello.
Where's your parents?"
I don't know.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's fine.
Well, we should get you back to them.
No.
Now, what's your name?
My brother is Seneschal Queen.
Oh, well, I recognise the family resemblance.
I belong here.
Shall I take you to his quarters?
No. Off with thee.
Well, I'm afraid I have to insist.
Off with thee.
Take my hand. Come on now.
What? No.
She's gonna, reach out to grab your hand.
Finch is gonna, he's gonna, hasten forward a little bit.
And she's like, we can't have an unattended child roaming the halls. Wait, stop. No, don't. Keep hastening. She's, old and just not gonna go after you. And as you, around the corner, your, sudden footsteps, have alerted, something in the walls.
The fuck?
And you hear, a very familiar sound of...
Is there a little mouse? Is there a little rat?
I don't know, Finch. Is there a little mouse or rat in the walls?
Finch, friggin', sticks his ear up there and,
slams it against the wall. Well, could you understand them?
Technically, I think that when you get to a certain level, you're able to do that, but I think we already established with the horses.
Oh, yeah, you can just talk to him. Yeah. Okay, so you slam your ear against the wall. Are you trying to say... Okay, how spiritedly is that? Or are you, gentle press?
I think he gets, real close, and then right when he's about to, hit his head.
Technique. Okay, yeah. So you gently place your cold, wet ear on I don't know. On the wall.
Hello?
You hear silence for a moment. Are you saying hello in rat?
Yeah.
What does that sound like? You say that, and then you hear, good roll, animal handling.
19.
Okay. Okay. I said it like friggin' Pete Davidson. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. That's my impression. You hear them stop for a moment, and then you hear one of them go, I think there's one outside of the walls. Now that don't make no sense. There's no shelves or molding or nothing out there.
I am outside of the walls.
Holy crap. That's a big rat. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, brother. How are you doing?
Well, we're doing fine. Anyway,
can you come out here? Can I get in there?
What are you talking about? Out in the hallway?
I'm out in the hallway. I'm a person, though. Currently.
Oh, kid, you're busting my balls. What's your name?
Finch.
Finch? What kind of a name is that for a rat?
Well, it's a human name. My rat name is...
Hit me with a rat name.
Parmesan.
Parmesan, hi little Palmy G, you know. We got a Parmesan in our gang too. Name's Chippy.
Chippy.
And this is...
Oh wait, my white name is Stick. Sorry. It was given to me. It was Parmesan.
Stick, that sounds like a human. A human coming up with a white name.
Well, our twin came up with a white name. Called me Stick, because I'm brown.
That's what you want to be? You want to be a little guy? A little thing? For a what do rats call humans? Or eldrins?
Eldrins?
One of them big old rats? The furless? Huh? The smooth skin?
Well, if you come out in the hallway, you'll see that I'm a human.
Look, I've been in this rat business a whole 5 months, all right? I think I know what another rat sounds like.
Well, what if I...
What's the word from the hallway?
What's the what?
What's the haps? What's going on, huh, sucker?
Well, there's no one here right now, which is great because I'm talking to as a wad as a human, and that might be looked down upon. But also, an old lady wanted to escort me around because I'm 10 years old, and she doesn't want any kids walking around the hallway.
This guy's talking crazy talk. Anyway, look, it's nice to meet you.
Do you want to hear me talking in a human voice real quick? Then you'll know I'm a druid.
A druid?
I'm a druid. One
of those? Nah, I've heard, generations back, there was one of them's in the walls, and they got caught, and they turned into a human in the walls, and they got stuck.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like in the, near the maid's quarter. If you ever want to...
There's a skeleton in the maid's quarter?
Yeah, in the walls.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, if you ever want to go by there. I mean, I want to see one of them smooth-skinned, big-nail-looking things. Skeletons.
That's scary. I don't want to get caught in the walls.
Well, you better be careful, Mr. Druid. It was like 100 generations ago,
Well, I'm being careful. I'm just talking to you.
Well, anyway, back to what I was saying, all right?
What were you saying?
Well, hold on, let me remember. I'm all out of sorts now. Oh, yeah, the one guy, right, so... Yeah, they put him on a cart. It was one of their own, too,
Finch is like staring in horror down the hallway.
Cheddar was freaking out. I mean, they're usually so nice. They're so divided, not like rat society. You got a white rat, you got an orange rat, you got a blue rat, you got a pink rat. Everyone's hanging out. I mean, I myself, I'm a, you can see I'm a gray rat.
Yeah, I can see.
You got spots, These guys, they're so divided. Anyway, he was on a cart, and Cheddar told me he was just munching and munching on some apples. And all of a sudden, he was like this groan or whatever, the bellows are shaking the cart. And there's like this half-dead guy who's in the back of the cart, and there's like, it was, leaving the castle town.
What? Can Finch roll inside? Is this rat talking to him, or is this rat talking to his rat friends?
It's very clear that he has been like, okay, whatever.
Oh, okay, we're talking to his rat friends.
Yeah, he's holding court, you get the sense. There probably are many other rats around as he's, like, regaling them.
I think Finch is like, okay, go on.
It was crazy. I mean, this guy and all the apples are gonna go to waste. All these apples are gonna go to waste. They got a dead guy, in there. It's crazy talk. Anyway, he couldn't get off the cart. I think he's just, in apple heaven. They didn't seem to mind. Nobody's back there. I mean, I wish I got on the cart. Anyway, what's the fella's name? Sockhole told me all about it. He got off the cart and he ran back here so fast. So Cheddar's gone, but he's 2.5, so you let him live out his dark days and all that. Anyway, I don't know. And now we got all these high elves here is crazy, and they all these dealings, they're talking to each other and everything. It's crazy. It's not typical for around here, not typical.
There was a dead guy in the cult.
What? Hold on a minute. What? Yeah.
What did the dead guy look like?
There's dead guys all over the place if you know where to look.
What? In the castle?
Nah, kid, not in the castle. Look, you call yourself a rat.
Well, where was this?
What's the name? It's a fruit stand outside of it's right near the north gate. There's a fruit stand. And
there was a dead guy?
Well, it was a car. Listen, I told the whole story, man. What were you doing when I was telling the story? You gotta pay attention,
I was
kid.
paying attention, but you didn't give much details.
I gave all sorts of details.
What did the guy look like?
He was one of them, one of them.
An
high
Uwethwei,
elves.
a high elf.
Yeah, but the main point of the story, if you were listening, was it was a high elf, and the cart's being driven by high elves. It's crazy.
Oh, wee wee.
Now you see why this would be potentially noteworthy. Anyway,
So a dead high elf in an apple cart being driven by high elf?
well, he was half dead or something. He said he was like groaning and stuff.
Groaning?
I don't know. Maybe he was drugged. But he didn't smell anything on him. It's funny, usually you could smell that sort of thing. Anyway.
When did this happen?
What was that?
When did this happen?
I think you bit your tongue there or something. Ow, god damn it. It was so long ago, like so long ago, like yesterday, maybe. Something ridiculous, anyway. Every second counts for us rats.
It does. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah. So he continues talking. Good, roll a perception check.
6.
You hear another one say, "Nah, that story's not worth it. No, it's not. It's not worth the. No, might be a deeper rap. Not worth the. Can I do this voice? Not worth the big cheese. Now get a load of this." As you walk away and continue down the hallway.
And Finch is gonna just keep walking down. Man, I miss wet society. Sometimes I wish I was just born a wet, simple wife.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yeah.
You hear someone say, "A rat. Have you seen a rat?"
What?
Keep your voice down. Where was the little creature?
Is this like a maid or like a butler?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Old crotchety looking guy.
Nowhere. And if you kill rats, you're scum.
Oh, young little thing, you're so cute. Anyway, you seen something about a rat
I've never seen any wet before in my entire life.
Was it near the crack?
No.
There's a certain crack.
No.
He points, but not to it.
Yeah.
He just gestures wildly.
Just like looking around.
There's a certain crack around the corner.
Goes up your quack, and he's gonna like run away.
Why? You run away down the hallway. What else is Finch gonna get up to?
I don't know. He's just kind of... I think he's now on the lookout for some rats, On the lookout for, like, hearing any more rats, seeing any more rats, seeing any more little animals, anything of the sorts.
Well, if you're looking for rats, you did just get told where some hang out.
Yeah, but I think that he's kind of like, I don't want to get trapped in the walls.
I don't want to, for whatever reason, accidentally turn into a boy again. Well, just as you do this, you smell, just like Tavumile smelled, just a delicious waft of food.
Oh, boy. He's gonna, like, walk towards it.
And you know who else likes food? Let me say that again. You know who else likes food? Rats. You make your way down the hallway. Rats. Are you saying that as you go? Are you saying it in rat?
Yeah.
Okay. You're actively trying to locate additional rats?
I think that he would be happy to. I think he's like, my only friend in the whole wide world right now is any rat. We're a community and we don't separate.
You make your way towards the food. Good, roll a luck check.
19.
Okay. You make your way towards the food. There's a lot more noise in that direction. You hear like ting ting, whatever knives being sharpened and like the roar of fire and people talking to each other, and they're making jokes that you don't really get. He's like, oh yeah, she was real good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw her at the market that and I asked, was it big enough? And she said, of course not. You hear like a brotherly slap on the shoulder, all that sort of stuff, as you walk around like the back of the whatever.
Yeah.
And you're keeping an ear out for anything. And you hear, just out of the corner of your ear, you hear like a, quick while he's not looking. And then like some deep breathing, and then, I got it. You come back and,
Are you wet?
You say that, and you hear some say, "Who? What was that?" Guy starts like walking towards you.
Finch, like,
He's coming. Come on, guys.
Finch is gonna make a perception check to see if he can see the rats.
Okay.
6.
You can definitely hear them. They're probably in the wall. Like there's like a little hole on the other side of the wall, because you're not like in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You're walking along the wall, so they're probably in the wall, and they're gonna keep running away.
Oh, come back.
You hear like pitter patter as they run away. Guy rounds the corner. Can I help you?
No.
All right. Turns it's back in there. And you hear like,
Wait, can I have some food? Like, Finch is gonna walk into the kitchen. It smells great in here.
The kitchen's not open yet. We're not ready
What?
to serve.
Can I help you? I don't know. Can I hang out? Talk to you?
What the hell is going on? Whose are you?
No one's.
Beef, go get a maid to come get this.
No!
And the guy leaves, comes around the corner.
I could show you a twick. It'd be cool.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Could turn into a rat.
You're taking the piss. Kid.
No.
Oh,
Do you want to see it? Okay. Turns into a rat.
Holy Lord God!
He like runs around in a little circle and then turns back into a boy.
Does that cost?
Yeah. But he gets it after he gets back after a short
Oh,
rest.
okay,
So.
Gotcha. So you turn it right, and you turn back into a person. You see them all like sit down, they're like blinking, like rubbing their eyes, and they're like, "What on earth? I've never seen such a thing. I've
Isn't
never
that cool?
seen such a thing. What was in that coffee you brewed
Can I hang
this
out
morning?"
now? Nothing was in your coffee. I can turn into a rat. Look, I can talk as an animal too. Do you want to heal? Give me an animal.
Good roll persuasion.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Oh. 12.
Okay. I'll go get a servant.
What?
Maybe a guard.
What?
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be healed.
Come with me.
No.
And the guy's gonna grab you by the wrist.
No. Let go.
It's like pulling you in the direction of the,
He's going to turn into a rat and run away.
Okay, do a, advantage acrobatics check.
Okay. 13.
The moment your hand even becomes small enough to, like, get out of his grasp, he's not expecting it, and he doesn't, like, hold on any tighter. Mm-hmm. You turn into a rat, he completely drops you, you bang your head against the ground, and then you beat it the heck out of there.
Yeah.
And then one of them says, "Wait, no, stop!" You hear them running after you, and as you run away, you hear one of them, "Tell the guards there's an intruder."
Fuck. Finch is gonna find any hole in the wall and go into it.
You duck into, like, the first crowd, see how far you have to run. You don't have to run very far, but there's lots of people who are kind of like, like a rat, it like immediately trying to kill you, but also people being like chasing after you. But it's like a bunch of old cooks that are like, hold on, I'm still smoking. Running after you. You duck around the corner into a little tiny hidey hole. You're like,
Oh no.
Is that your rat voice?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm not an intruder.
You duck into the corner, this little like crevice in the wall, like a little space in between the carpet and the like the molding that's just big enough for a rat to squeeze into. And you're breathing heavy, you know, whatever. And you hear someone go, psst.
Finch like looks around.
You see two beady little eyes staring back at you.
Hello?
You all right?
No.
Follow me.
Okay.
And you follow this rat off into the unknown.
Where are we going?
Wait, we gotta get safe, don't we?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, wait.
I'll take you to the home.
Home?
Yeah. Like running off or whatever. That was a scrape you got yourself out of.
Well, we were actually a human, and then...
Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, if you're not from around here, yeah, we got like a big hole in one of the walls that we took some like sardine cans and like pushed it up against. It smells great.
We?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, wait.
He's gonna like take you, like you're running through the like, you know, you can imagine this. You watched An American Tail. I think that happens in there, like the one with the Faisal or whatever. He's a little rat.
What?
Anyway, you watched Flushed. There's like freaking bricks, you know, and then like they had little rat society. They got like a pencil as like a doorpost, and like they use a little like freaking salt shaker top as like a hat. You're running through this like, you know, and you see lots of rats that are kind of like following after you, like, why are we running? And another one's like, well, I just saw them running, so I thought I'd run. And all of a sudden, you got a big bunch of rats running to the center of the rat castle.
The rat castle?
Within Talenthi Castle.
Do we have a Talenthi rat king?
Of course we do.
What?
And you're gonna meet him.
What?
And you keep running. And that's where we're gonna that's where we're gonna end this episode of Nat 2. I want you to know from the moment I said we are now going to Tavumile, who has just awoken in Talenthi Castle, that was all completely improv and unplanned, every single moment of it. So we'll see what happens, We'll see what happens.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.